absorption, water-soluble liquids, which are all made in the United States. They even offer products for your pet. The educated staff will help you answer any questions, and you can stop in anytime to get a free sample. Your CBD store, locally owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, right beside Duck Donuts in Greenville.
Hey guys, this is Amanda from the Man Cave. Do you need your hair cut, or what about a beard trim? The Man Cave is the newest spot just for you. I'm the local owner, and my goal is to make sure you have a place to be pampered and treated like a man. We don't have the girly stuff. Our cave is masculine. Enjoy a game of pool or free snacks or adult beverages during your service. The Man Cave is now open next to Lighting by Design on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers.
Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates.
In studio today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy. How can you help people with back pain?
Well, you know, most people are going to have back pain at some point during their life, but you don't have to live with it. A bad MRI or a bad x-ray does not mean you're destined to always have pain. We have specialists that are well trained to find out what the true problem is and the true source of your pain so they can get you on track to feeling better. So don't suffer with back pain. Our nationally board certified specialists are here to help you. To learn more, visit us at kptonline.com. We can help you live well, move more, and hurt less.
If you are push mowing your yard using an inefficient lawn tractor, or your current zero-turn spends more time in the shop than mowing your grass, it's time you look at a Hustler zero-turn lawnmower. Residential mowers from Hustler are built like tanks and drive like sports cars. All Hustler mowers have fabricated, welded steel decks. Don't settle on cheap units with flimsy stamped decks from big box stores. Come see Ron Ayers Motorsports. It will guide you to the right mower for your property and your budget. Find us at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville.
Hey Dad, what's for dinner?
How about CPW's?
Is that the restaurant with the really good lasagna?
It sure is.
Is that the place we got the awesome meat pizza?
Yep, that's the place. Should we do dine in or take out?
I'm tired of eating it. Let's go there!
Just say no to cooking tonight and bring the family, or make it a date night at CPW's. CPW's is open daily at 3 p.m. and has been serving the Greenville community since 1995. CPW's in the Food Line Shopping Center near the hospital.
Do you think you might have been exposed to COVID-19? Maybe you're planning to visit parents, family, or friends. Arc Point Labs of Greenville offers same-day COVID-19 results. No referral needed. Same-day results available. Arc Point Labs of Greenville offers easy solutions to COVID-19 testing. Arc Point Labs of Greenville is located across from Vidant Hospital on Executive Circle behind Southern Bank. Call for an appointment or walk in. Arc Point Labs of Greenville, 215-5688 or arcpointlabs.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and this is a Pirate Radio.
Hey y'all, it's Lisa with Halloween Express, Greenville's Halloween superstore for 22 years. It's been a crazy year, but Halloween is not canceled. We have everything you need to make this Halloween one to remember. And did someone say mask? Yeah, we have the largest selection of masks in Greenville, plus every other costume you can think of. Come visit our new location in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville. Halloween Express, what are you going to be?
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2020 GMC Sierra and save over $10,000 off. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this one purple.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello everyone, welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Clip Brock here with you, and we've got a fantastic program coming your way on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, online, pr927fm.com. And you can watch us on Facebook Live and watch us and subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube Live as well. Coming up later on this hour, we will talk about a couple of football games going on tonight and look ahead to the weekend with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu from Barstool Sports. At 4 o'clock, Stephen Igoe drops by the Pirate Radio studios. We will talk all things ECU, college football, NFL with Igoe. And at 5, Troy D will join me here in the Pirate Radio studios, along with Touchdown Tony Collins, former Pirate great, Pro Bowler, and Super Bowl participant with the New England Patriots. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt also here. Hello, folks. And Tyler,
what's up, guys?
Tyler Feldman here to kick off today's show, bringing the energy. Hello, Tyler.
Clipper!
Thank you. Thank you.
Speaking of Jeff Nadu.
Clipper!
Speaking of, he'll be...
Saturday, I got to the ECU game early. I thought I had a feeling you'd see Mason Garcia come out.
You talk so loud.
Do I? I need to work on
But no, it's fine.
I need to work. I feel like I have to try harder with the mask on, but I really don't. I just want to make sure people hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I took the video of Mason coming out on the field with his starters.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you. And then Jeff Nadu, I basically tweeted what everyone already knew. I got the video, hey, it's Mason Garcia's time to shine.
Yeah.
As we expected and had heard throughout the week, Holton's not playing because of COVID concerns. Jeff Nadu retweets it and says, as I predicted all week. I'm like, yeah, you were the only one.
That's his thing. That's his personality.
It just made me chuckle.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's going to bring the heat with the gambling.
I retweeted that video as well. That was a good video of Mason kind of heading out with his O-lineman to the field.
Yes, and it was something that I would not have 2 years ago shown up to a game that early. But I would have shown up probably that was an hour before kickoff. I probably would have got there with traffic and everything. Maybe got there 30 minutes before kickoff.
Well, 2 years ago, there would have been a lot more traffic.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And a lot more people to get through.
But from an experience standpoint, yeah, get there an hour early, you get stuff like that.
Well, and then Ronnie and Igoe were here in hour 3 of our pregame show, and they dipped out a tad early because they said this will be the most watched ECU warm-ups in years to see who was and was not in uniform and out on the field preparing for the game.
And speaking of Ronnie and Igoe, I actually arrived at the Clark LeClaire parking lot the same time as them.
Wow.
We parked right next to each other. I actually walked to the stadium with the Stephen Igoe.
Unbelievable.
And then everyone saying hi to Stephen. It's very humbling when you walk through all the fans that were there saying hi to Stephen Igoe, and then no one recognized me, which is preferred, but...
Or they recognized you and just didn't say hey, which could be even... Which is worse?
Well, I think I prefer both situations.
Would you rather be completely irrelevant or hated?
Well, I think you know my answer.
Irrelevant?
I think I have an odd liking to being hated.
Yeah.
I don't want to be hated, but I also deep down like being hated.
Okay, so it's better to be known and hated than unknown. If you're Tyler Feldman.
Unless you don't want to be known and not hated at either, and then you can just...
Can we talk about a dumb tweet you had?
Oh, yeah. Which one?
It might not be dumb. I want to see your line of thinking on it. Did you block me? Why can't I search your name? Okay,
I did not block you.
It says, unpopular and selfish new trend I'm seeing at the grocery store. People clearly faking phone conversations to make it seem acceptable to take their mask off. You aren't fooling anyone.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
It's a total goat rodeo in these grocery stores now.
So,
how do you know they're faking? Okay, and how many times is this happening?
I followed this gentleman today. I was there less than an hour ago. Before I even get to this story, I just wanted to be made clear that my process and thinking of tweeting this was for you to see it and us to talk about it on the show.
So this is a setup.
And
I took it hook, line, and sinker.
You took the bait, and this is fantastic. But this guy has his mask down at Publix. Everyone else is masked up. And I'm literally following him from the deli section to the produce to the cereal section because we just had the same path today. And he's just like mumbling on, has his mask down, and he's clearly not actually conversing with anyone. He just doesn't want to have his mask on. That's why it's an unpopular and selfish observation.
Redbeard says, sounds like Tyler is a grocery store stalker.
Yes.
That guy probably tweeted unpopular and selfish and creepy trend happening.
Yes.
People following me in the grocery store.
Yes, as opposed to Redbeard just being creepy and stalking everyone. My specific my specific stalking happens where food is stocked at the grocery store.
Between aisles 2 and 7.
Yeah, 2 and 7.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
It's a total goat rodeo anytime Tyler's in here. Thank you, Joe Dooley. I just don't know how you can determine and say with 100% accuracy that was a fake conversation.
Oh, it's in-depth police work, but I'm not actually police, so it's more you just take it on your own onus.
What would have been even better is if you called him out on it.
Next time, I think I might. But you see those
idiots.
But you see those videos of people getting in just obnoxious fights about mask wearing. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, I could see that definitely happening to you.
It's not worth it. That's why I just walk and tweet about this gentleman.
Okay. This is we used to have a segment when Tyler would join us on the show. This is kind of a similar to that.
We're itching
segment.
back.
We're getting closer and closer back to that. I don't like and again, I don't like confrontation. I'll never say anything about it. I'll just kind of move along. But when people have the just the earpiece in and they're talking freely, so if you're the only two people on that aisle and they're talking, you assume that person's talking to you if they're not holding a phone or anything. They either have an imaginary friend, but usually it's the ear whatever.
Yeah, public phone calls are never really enjoyable for anyone in the vicinity of that phone call.
Yeah.
Like, can't you go somewhere else? Can't you have that phone call somewhere else? I don't want to hear what you're talking about. I don't want to have to speculate if it's actually a real conversation or you just don't want to wear a mask. All those things come into question nowadays.
You also said you received a compliment on your Pirate Radio 51st State shirt. That's cool.
Yeah. Guy was...
Do you just walk around the grocery store and talk to everyone?
Oh, the deli ladies love me. They called me Matt today, Matt Engelbrecht, who kind of looks like me.
Yeah.
And,
by the way, those deli ladies at that particular place, they love everyone. They love me, too.
Well, they are lovable people. That's why I go there.
All right. So
but Ty was putting together some potatoes, stacking them real nice. And I was grabbing some bananas, some potassium. And he commented, he said, that's a great shirt.
Yeah.
And I looked at his name tag and it said Ty. And I wanted to make sure. I was like, oh, is this a Tyler complimenting a Tyler shirt?
Wow.
That's actually a Pirate Radio shirt. Great shirt, by the way. And he said, no, his name's just Ty. People think it's Tyler, but it's just T-Y.
More just...
like Hilton.
Really exhilarating stuff. Steve says, I hate when people have their speakerphone on having a public conversation.
Yeah, Steve's so right there.
That's
Steve's
the worst.
Steve's on the money.
Josh says, Feldman seems like he actually wants to be relevant.
Yeah, Josh is so right there too. I mean, there's a lot of smart people on the comment section today. There's no doubt about it.
Hey, look, if you want to find the smartest people, and unfortunately, thank you, Josh. Unfortunately, I think WITN took down the comment section on all the news articles, right?
Yes.
Because that used to be the hub for smart people.
And I don't know the thinking or what happened, but I noticed that too because we all used to go there too and look at the comments.
Yeah.
We no longer can do that.
Which I know you can just go to Facebook, right? You can comment on your stories there. I'm sure there's some great conversation.
Yes. That's really what makes Facebook the worst.
Or best.
Depending on what you're looking for on the Facebook.
Tyler, ECU falls to Navy. Great effort. What was your take on the game on Saturday? Pirates losing by 4 to the Middies.
Defense was great. I think that's my number one takeaway. Blake Harrell, clearly, he was brought in, I think, a lot of the reasons why for playing Navy in that triple option offense because the defense was really stout. And they were losing some key defensive players as well. Tank Robinson, just to name one guy. They played really well, kept ECU in that football game. Obviously, the big topic for me is, despite Mason Garcia getting reps and getting experience and showing that he does have that ceiling with his legs and his arm, I really think ECU wins that football game with Holton Ahlers.
I agree. I think they definitely score more than 23 points and move the ball a lot better. But Rajay Davis.
That's the big story of the day. That is the biggest story of the day, actually.
All right, so ECU running back Rajay Davis, which I've called him since the beginning. I'm the only one that said it right.
You're the only one.
I said Raji, just like everyone else.
I was just calling him what the coaches were calling him. Raji.
His name is, well, hear it for yourself. He tweeted it earlier this afternoon.
So it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
It's Rajay.
Music to my ears.
Rajay Davis.
Now, I don't know. What was the
Harris. See, I'm doing this again. I'm doing the who's the old Indians guy? Or they're the A's. Oakland A's hit the home run against the Cubs. Was it Rajah Davis, whatever his name was? I called him that throughout his entire...
Oh, he used to play for the Pirates, too.
Yeah, his entire recruitment, when Igoe would bring him up, I'm like, I really like this Davis kid, this running back. It's like, it's Harris. Now, so Rajay, hit it one more time, Shirley.
So it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
Who was calling him Rajai? Who was calling him Rajai?
Rajai. I don't know.
I was only saying Raji because the coaching staff, that's what they would say.
And we all kind of accepted that as his name.
But now that we have it's nice to know that he came out and did that for all of us. Because we'd like to pronounce his name correctly.
Chad says, I love the fact Tyler just says whatever he wants. Clip tries to keep it on the track, but Tyler is going to get in his stories.
Chad, you're 100% correct there. Right on the money.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Thank you, Coach Dooley. Rajay Harris, fantastic performance once again. And the kid not only can break tackles and drag tacklers, he showed he can break one too, Tyler.
And you call him kid. I mean, this is a freshman. And I was talking with Billy. I said, Billy, this guy's a legitimate NFL prospect as a freshman in college. That just his build, his speed. I mean, he has some great moves there on the field as well. Rajay Harris is a guy that definitely gives ECU offensively many more looks.
I'm sorry.
Let's just go ahead.
Josh
is on fire.
This is the most non-shocking news of the day. WITN blocked me from commenting on their Facebook page during the Gerlach debacle. I can't imagine why, Josh. I'm sure you were very level-headed.
So do you know this Josh guy?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know him personally. I don't control the blocking on Facebook, but typically if you swear or do anything that is not really PG, you're probably going to get the blocking. That's just how that works.
I like to believe you are the one that controls the blocking.
Yeah, that's not me.
And you just search your name, and anybody that says something bad, you block them.
I get rid of it immediately before anyone else sees it.
All right, Tyler Feldman is here. And let's see, you asked, what did you ask in the Zoom? You asked about the furloughs, correct?
I asked about the furlough. I asked all the tough questions. No one else is going to step up.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to get another comment from Josh.
Oh, okay, good move. You really like to throw out the chum in the water.
No, I was...
And just get people to chomp on it.
When I asked Coach Houston about his thoughts how the SEC put in that new role and Nick Saban was able to coach on the sideline and then Holton wasn't, he had a grin on his face, and then he answered appropriately.
Was that about the protocols?
The protocols.
Let's hear cut 4, Shirley. Do you have that from Mike Houston? Tyler Feldman asking the tough questions about the COVID testing protocols.
I think each conference kind of has spent a lot of time developing their protocols. I know that this has been something that the physicians and administrators in the American Athletic Conference spent a great amount of time during the off season coming up with testing procedures, protocols, contact tracing procedures, all those things that we go through each week. We tested yesterday. We're testing again tomorrow. It's part of our daily life right now. I think that those protocols are giving us the opportunity to play. Have there been some frustrating things as a result of the testing and protocols? Absolutely. But those are things that I can't control. There's some things in there that nobody can control, and I think that you have to respect the protocols. You have to respect the people in those positions, that they are doing what's best for your players and your staff to keep everybody as safe as possible while playing this game.
All right, Mike Houston answering Tyler Feldman's question, and pretty politically correct there with everybody, anytime you don't want to answer the question head on, you say, I control what I can control, and that's kind of the line there. So
Mike Houston said what he had to say, but he knows in the back of his mind that if Holton Ahlers is playing quarterback on Saturday against Navy, they realistically win that football game. Now, I read the story.
And also, if Holton Ahlers is the quarterback at Alabama, he gets retested how many times a week so he can play.
Well, it's not funny, but the Sports Illustrated article that I read, I was just curious how Nick Saban was able to get on the sideline 9 days earlier from Nick Saban testing positive for the first time. A Texas A&M women's soccer player tested. Basically, long story short, they wanted to get her back on the field, so the SEC implemented basically an addendum, a change to their policy, which allowed for then 9 days later Nick Saban to get on the sideline. So without that Texas A&M women's soccer player testing positive, Nick Saban is not on the sideline Saturday for that Alabama-Georgia game.
And rules are in place, and just like in anything, they can change, be updated once you learn more or know more about this whatever rule it is, and maybe the AAC takes a closer look at their policies after this.
Maybe they do. For ECU say, I mean, it's too late for the Navy game. Right. You'd like to think that if it could work for the SEC, maybe a similar change could work. Because it's just unfortunate to see Nick Saban be able to get on the sideline and then Holton get tested once. It's a false positive, and then can't get back out there for the game.
Yeah, you are right about that. We're Power 6, right? We're part of the Power 6 conferences.
P6.
Tyler also asked, and this is not a fun question, about the pay cuts and furloughs going on right now at East Carolina across the board, but also terrible in the athletics department. And surely this is cut nine.
It's kind of, it is what it is. It's not a whole lot of fun. It's not fun for anyone. But the one thing's, we all have to do our part. We're all in this together, and certainly, there are some people that you worry about because of, how significantly it may impact their, daily life and their livelihood. And we try to support those people and help them out because, we're all pirates. And, my staff, just speaking for them, and I don't just mean my full-time coaching staff. I mean, support staff, GAs, analysts, admins, all the people that work within the football program. There's a lot of them, just trying to ensure that, they are all, able to make it through this, that we can, keep the group together, because, everyone's important. But certainly this is a challenging time for our program, for our athletic department, for our university. And it's a challenging time for universities across the country. So everybody's got to kind of, tighten up, pitch in and find a way to help everybody else through.
All right, there is Mike Houston commenting on that, and he is part of this. It is affecting him, and he gets paid a lot of money, but that's a big chunk coming out of that money for him. Was it 20%?
20%.
Yeah,
it's just a bummer, and it's not just ECU; it's college athletics across the board.
Yeah,
businesses, industries across the board really hurting because of this pandemic, and it's tough when you know people who work.
Yeah, and just about it. Like Malcolm Gray was in here last night at Sports Trivia at AJ's. There's an entire team of ECU marketing and graphics people, and all of them affected by this, just like a lot of you listening have been affected by what's going on. End of thought. Tyler, coming up Friday on Pirate Radio Live, Saved by the Bell Trivia, hosted by Steve Hill. He's one of the regulars at Sports Trivia. Steve. He's going to be hosting. I will be competing against Shirley, Jenny, and listener Sharonda Buck. So it'll be 4 participants. Steve asking the questions. And
about the show Saved by the Bell?
All about Saved by the Bell.
So many of you might not know this, but I've never seen a single episode of that show.
I'm a little older than you, but my question to you is, what trivia would you dominate? What TV show?
Curb Your Enthusiasm would be, that's my numero uno.
Yeah.
That's a very niche market of fans.
Yeah, I get, well, since it's on HBO and not just regular like Seinfeld, so Saved by the Bell was like early, mid-90s, I guess, and then I went into Seinfeld, and that became my favorite show. Those two shows are not similar at all, but of course Seinfeld and Curb, very similar, except Seinfeld is on was on NBC rather than HBO. But you think you could dominate Curb trivia?
Yes. Larry David co-wrote Seinfeld with Jerry Seinfeld. Larry David co-writes and stars in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And I didn't jump on that until maybe this calendar year and binge them all. I think it was earlier this year.
The most recent season was the best season.
And I don't know if I've watched all of that, to be honest with you. That came out this year, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I did watch all of that.
Maybe it was 19, but yes.
Yeah. So
now they're taping and starting filming a new season. So
all right, good.
So be on the watch for that, Pirate Radio listeners, including Josh.
Listeners. Hey, listeners. Big Ten football gets underway Friday night, Illinois and Wisconsin. Wisconsin big favorites in that one. Tyler's Penn State Nittany Lions begin action coming up Saturday at 3:30, you said?
Yes.
Who they got?
Who they got? I think Indiana.
Indiana on the road in Bloomington.
James Franklin has said last week and this week that this is the best Indiana team he's seen in 6 years.
Do you like James Franklin?
I like James Franklin.
All right.
I actually interviewed James Franklin as a student when he was first starting.
How is he?
I think...
Is he personable?
Yes. I think he's personable, good coach, good recruiter. But I think a lot of times when you have a position in that high ranking in college athletics, you got to make sure you say the right things. So sometimes you get that political correctness.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the job.
Why did the Penn State basketball coach step down?
So back in July, a report came out about Patrick Chambers making a racist comment, something about a noose to a black basketball player. At that point, I was like, well, I thought he was going to resign or they were going to make him resign. Well, they did an internal investigation, and so yesterday the breaking news was Pat Chambers resigned, forced by Penn State. So the interim head coach is an assistant coach on the team. Lamar Stevens, best player, Penn State was going to finally make the tournament before COVID hit. He was a big, staunch supporter of Patrick Chambers during this whole debacle, but Penn State decided that, well, the crimes made sure that he had to resign. My only problem is with the timing. I mean, they had 3 to 4 months.
Starting.
We're kind of getting into the college basketball season a month away, and just the timing seems odd. But I like Pat Chambers. It's unfortunate that he made those comments, and I'm not sure if there's going to be a full report that comes out that people can see and read what he said to players. But it was a pretty internal investigation, and they made that decision.
And we will keep an eye on Greg Marshall from Wichita State with all that stuff going on.
Now, the Greg Marshall accusations in that report is 10 times, 100 times more extreme, in my opinion, than the one report of what Patrick Chambers said.
And really not all that shocking if you I hate to assume something about someone, but he doesn't seem like the most pleasant person in the world.
Definitely a hot-headed coach.
Yeah.
And more videos have surfaced of situations, and I was just scratching your head.
The one, the pickup game?
Yeah.
Where he just went nuts on a ref?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
And players are holding him back. Anytime you have 20-year-old players or 21-year-old players, student athletes holding the coach back, it's let's reevaluate.
What lessons are you teaching here?
Yes.
On this program?
Yes.
All right, so fun football weekend coming up, Tyler. And
ECU has the week off. Mike Houston said he would have preferred to have the momentum going into a game this week.
Yeah.
And I agree. Maybe you allow more time for Holton to get back into the swing of things. And he said he expected all those players to be back this weekend practicing.
That would be fantastic. And it'd be nice to see a couple of linemen added to the mix, too, with Deontay Smith, Noah Henderson. Hopefully they're getting closer and closer to returning, and you can have a full stable of Pirates when they take on Tulsa coming up
9 Eastern.
Friday.
9 Eastern.
Yeah.
I asked him, Mike Houston said his wife probably won't stay up for that whole game.
So will you be on the air next Friday night?
I'm actually taking next Friday off.
Okay.
Billy will be working.
Billy.
So he'll be watching the game.
He'll be up. Maybe he can hang out with us on the postgame show.
Yeah.
After. Why go home that late?
Why go home that late when you can just stay up and be on the postgame show?
Oh, I got an idea for a promo, Shirley. They say nothing good happens after midnight. Well, guess what, folks? The U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call. Boom. This is
why I come on the show, for that kind of think tank creativity.
The light bulb just clicked on for me.
Now, the tough thing for Billy is we record morning sports the night before morning sports airs. So with ECU football, is he going to have to wait around a little bit?
I think he will just have to go and do it.
He'll have to wake up early Saturday and.
What's it called when you edit in audio to a movie after the fact? Like,
it's actually a good idea. Just say they won or lost without saying the final score.
Right, or just say every number combination possible. 47,
that won't
23,
take any time at all.
48, 24.
You're really
49,
really talented at
25.
Big numbers guy.
Yeah, so you could do that as well. All right, and you said, Tyler, you wanted to, and in a normal year would probably be in Chapel Hill
Saturday noon
on Saturday for
State UNC.
2 ranked teams, which still really rubs me the wrong way, but it is what it is.
Why does that rub?
I don't
have ties to North Carolina originally, so I'm just curious.
I just don't feel like neither one. I mean, I guess North Carolina could be ranked, but NC State at 23 looks really strange.
I still like UNC, but their first half against Florida State was worse than terrible. Whatever worse than terrible is, that's how they played in that first half.
Yeah.
State, I just don't know. I haven't watched a lot of NC State.
And State, unfortunately for the Pack fans out there, have their backup quarterback now
Devin
playing, and could be a struggle, but I do think that game is close. It's a rivalry game.
What's crazy is he broke his fibula, but they're saying he's only 4 to 8 weeks. They're saying that he could maybe come back in 4 weeks from a broken fibula. I'll tell you what, modern medicine, man, that's crazy to me.
That's my favorite superhero, modern medicine man.
Modern medicine man? Well,
Yes.
I might be that for Halloween.
Mike wants some R&B beats during the fifth quarter. Little fifth quarter after dark.
That can be done.
Okay. So you can like curl up with your loved one and listen to us on the fifth quarter.
We'll even throw in a little Halloween too.
With your host, Cliff.
Because after midnight, it'll technically be
Halloween. That is right.
So we'll mix it up a little bit.
All Hallows Eve. Tyler, what is your best costume of all time?
I thought you were going to ask my favorite candy. I was best costume. I went as a scary ghost Dan Marino from like 3 years straight. Huge Dan Marino. I grew up in Pittsburgh. Dan Marino's a Pittsburgh guy, so I'd wear a Dan Marino jersey that he signed. I still have it. It might still fit me. I don't know. And then I'd wear a orange ghost mask, so I'd be the ghost of Dan Marino.
All right. Rest in peace, Dan.
All right. Well, he's still living.
That's kind of funny because my stepson, I can't remember how it all came together, but he was a zombie, football player. He was a zombie wearing a helmet and shoulder pads and a jersey. So it's like 2 combined into 1.
Yeah.
2 costumes combined into 1.
I was thinking maybe I was going as Troy Dreyfus this year.
Okay.
But we'll see. Well, it just depends.
What would that costume be?
Probably like an ECU hat, and then I think that's it. That's all I need.
Wow, that's really phoning it in there. So.
Yeah.
Tyler, thank you for all you do.
My favorite candy, though, I really want people
I didn't ask. Nobody asked.
And like a flannel, like a nice shirt like that, kind of, yeah. That's the pirate hat I was talking about right there. He's got it on. You can't see it on camera.
Khakis,
yeah,
shorts.
Khakis. Maybe I'll just go. I might fit into some of his stuff, so I might just swing around Troy D's house and
Get a wardrobe. Night of.
Yeah, night of.
Sounds like a plan. All right, what is your favorite Halloween candy?
Frozen Reese's.
Okay, nobody gives out frozen Reese's.
Oh, if you want to be smart, you have a freezer, you put it out, and you just open up, and you get the little cool chill. And
so when you're like an old man and you have a porch and kids come to your house, you're going to have a cooler with ice and Reese's in it.
Yeah.
You say Reese's or Reese's?
It's Reese's.
I know it's Reese's,
and
but
I've had debates. I used to say Reese's Pieces.
So did I, yeah.
But it's Reese's.
I think I still do. Reese's Pieces.
If you're curious about the correct pronunciation, it's Rajay. It's Reese's.
Hit it one more time, Shirley. What is ECU's running back's name?
So it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
Rajay.
Yeah, it's the big story of the day.
Rajay Harris.
And I don't know what Halloween's going to be like when I'm an old man. Like, is that still going to be a thing?
I would think so.
I'd hope so. But the world is just a wild place.
You'd never know.
You just don't know.
You just don't know.
I
All right.
hope so.
I do know that this segment is over.
Okay, my tribe has spoken.
We'll take a time out, come back. The big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, joins us on Pirate Radio Live. The tribe has spoken. The flame has been snuffed. We're back after this.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Representative John Bell, the Majority Leader of the North Carolina House, and it has been an honor serving the people of Eastern North Carolina the last 8 years. I've had the privilege of working with your local representatives, Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey, as they delivered hundreds of millions of dollars in COVID relief funding to our small businesses, healthcare providers, and families right here in Pitt County. Unfortunately, their opponents are funded by radical liberal out-of-state donors that want to destroy our agriculture heritage, defund the police, and silence your voice by buying this election. This is not North Carolina. We cannot and will not let this happen. Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey are focused on solutions, not revolutions. They will make sure your voice is heard and represent our Eastern North Carolina values. So Pirate Nation, the choice is clear. On November 3rd, please support and vote for Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey for the North Carolina House. Strong voices for Eastern North Carolina. Paid for by the John Bell Committee.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory ever. Brand new Adidas is arriving daily, along with Under Armour, Columbia, and Russell Athletic. UBE is loaded with cargo, and new items are being added daily to PirateWear.com. Be sure to check out our children's store, The Crow's Nest, for all of your young pirates. UBE and PirateWear.com, an ECU tradition for 90 years. Go Pirates!
North Carolina state parks are now open for visitors. Parks should be used for exercise, fresh air, getting out in nature, or a day trip as the state safely reopens. Visitors should enjoy themselves, but please remember the 3 W's. Wear face coverings, wait 6 feet apart, and wash your hands often. Focus on moving through the park, keep social distancing in mind, and avoid large groups. While most facilities and activities will be open, please contact any state park before your visit with questions or visit ncparks.gov/open.
Hi, this is Billy Parker, and football is here. Tailgate at home with family and friends this season and let Parker's Barbecue do all the cooking. While tailgating at your house, let us provide all the food with our delicious chicken, barbecue, seafood, and sides. We can customize packages for any size group, big or small. Give us a call today and place your order. Parker's and football, a winning combination. Also shipping nationwide at parkersbbq.com. Parker's Barbecue is how friends and family come together.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get auto, home, life, and business insurance all from one agency? Well, that's where the Gavigan Agency comes in. They can help protect what is important to you. So why not simplify your life? See the Gavigan Agency in Greenville or give them a call today at 252-756-1400. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. PRL this afternoon is brought to you by Bud Light, who reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, welcome back to Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday. Got Stephen Igoe, Hoist the Colors, coming up in about 30 minutes. Troy D. Tony Collins coming up in the 5 o'clock hour of today's program. And right now, we will talk about a couple of games going on tonight. 3 games on Friday, and a big weekend slate in football with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu from Barstool Sports. He joins us on the Fixed NC Live line. Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Clip. How are you?
Hey, doing great. We got a couple of football games to watch tonight. 3 games coming up on Friday, and, of course, a big slate Saturday, Sunday. So a lot of football going on, and we will dive into that, Jeff, and also talk about what's going on with you at Barstool Sports. But let's start with tonight. Your team is involved in a division matchup, and man, the NFC East just keeps getting worse and worse. Tonight, the Eagles are a 4.5-point favorite at home against the Giants. The total at 44.5. Jeff, I want to take your Eagles here. You want to talk me out of that, or do you like your team as well?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily talk you out of it. I mean, if you like it, you like it. But yeah, I wouldn't fly too close to the Eagles right now. I think this is a team that has seen the bottom fall out, and obviously we've seen that recently. But I think it is also honorable that even with some of the issues they've had on the offensive line and with the skill position players, there's been some bright spots. You look at the fact that a guy like Travis Fulgham, who was an undrafted player, has come in and been the Eagles' best receiver they've had in a long time. They're going to get Deshaun Jackson back. I don't read a lot into that. Even when Deshaun Jackson had played this year, it was sparingly. You're also going to get Lane Johnson back, Matt Pryor. Both those guys are starting offensive linemen, so that's going to help them considerably. This is not, though, a giant team that I really worry about up front and getting to the quarterback. So Johnson helps them significantly on the line. They should have a lot better go of it up front. And, you look at the defense. I know they've had some issues, and, they have to get things figured out, but I still do long-term believe in the secondary. I'm not a big fan of the coaching staff, but I like Slay. I think the defensive line has played well. They've gotten to the quarterback. And I worry about Joe Judge here. Remember, this is a Thursday night game. This isn't a talented football team he has. It's not easy to, go down there and win a game. So, for me, I would lean Eagles, but I know too much about this team to really get involved. But I will say I am intrigued by them. They should win this game, but a lot of the time the Eagles play down the competition, and this game will likely be closely.
Big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, joining us. Jeff, let's stick with the NFL. And I did not pull the trigger on the Dolphins last week against the Jets. I really don't like double-digit spreads in the NFL, but man, at what point do you just fade the Jets every week? The Bills 12.5. They're coming off a loss. A bit of a shorter week for them, I guess, playing on that weird Monday afternoon game. But Bills Jets this weekend. I mean, what do you think about the 12.5 line?
Yeah, the Bills have been tough for me the last couple of weeks. I backed them. I haven't had a lot of success with them. They've just kind of been a thorn in my side. But when you look at this game, I actually know some people, Clip. I don't talk about it too much, but I know some people that do some things in gambling. They're moving some money. I don't get a ton of stuff from them, but I have heard through the grapevine that there are a lot of sharps that like the Bills this week. For me, though, I think the way I want to kind of look at this is maybe just pulling the trigger on the Bills in the first half, maybe kind of getting out of there early with a win. The Bills have actually played pretty well in the first half for most of the year. Didn't do a great job the other night, but for the most part, they've played well in the first half. I don't really want to back them full game here, but I think getting out of there with a win is in the first half is likely. I mean, I think they're up double digits half. This is a bad Jets team. Seems like they've quit. I don't think they really want to play for their coach. Le'Veon Bell's gone. Who the hell the quarterback's going to be? I don't think they can move the ball with either player. This should be a spot where the Bills need to kind of figure it out defensively. I think they get Matt Milano back this week, which will help. He hasn't played the last couple of weeks. If the Bills can't get stops in this game, I won't be back with them going forward.
Yeah.
I think they're probably at that point lost defensively.
A lot of division matchups this Sunday, Jeff. Browns-Bengals, we already saw that one earlier this year with the Bengals getting a backdoor cover late. Browns getting a win earlier this year on Thursday Night Football. Dallas-Washington is a pick'em. You got the Panthers plus 7.5 at the Saints. We mentioned Bills-Jets. Seahawks-Cardinals is intriguing, and Broncos-Chiefs. So a lot of division matchups coming up this week. You got a read on any of those division matchups, Jeff?
Yeah, Browns-Bengals is intriguing to me. The Bengals have been a fun team to watch because they throw the ball a ton and their defense is not good. Joe Burrow's found some success moving the football. We actually saw the first time these two teams played. If you remember, the Bengals came through the back door. They had a nice offensive game, and they've been fun to watch. Even last week, put 27 up on a pretty good Colt defense and came inside the number there as well. Look, if you can get Baker Mayfield healthy in this game, I would look over the number. This seemed a bit low to me, 50.5, especially with these two defenses. Look, Clip, it's pretty clear the Browns don't get a lot of stops. And outside of the two games against the Steelers and Ravens, this offense has been very good. They've been able to move the football. One of the big issues the Browns have, Clip, is in the secondary. They don't have much to really go on right now with Shondell. Carl Joseph's been out of the lineup. Shondell is not an NFL safety at this point. Ronnie Harrison's been injured. So there's just not a ton right now back there with, really outside of Denzel Ward. So teams are attacking this secondary. The Bengals, I worry a little bit about the offensive line, but there should be enough points here for us to find this one go over. 27-24 is a win here. So, yeah, that's one I kind of had an early read on.
Jeff Nadu joining us, talking NFL. Let's talk some college football, Jeff. One game tonight, and I'm looking at Arkansas State's numbers right now. They gave up 50-plus to Coastal Carolina a few weeks ago, scored 50 against Central Arkansas, and then last week scored 59, gave up 52 against Georgia State. They got App State tonight. Could be some fireworks on the scoreboard. Total sitting at 69.5. App State a 14-point favorite. Any play in this one, this college game tonight?
Yeah, it's funny. They actually fired their defensive coordinator and their defensive passing game coordinator as well after that game last week. So, they made some moves. They weren't happy. They've not played well on the defensive side. I don't think that's going to get fixed right away. They're not a very good defensive team. It's pretty simple. And they haven't really been under their coach. They haven't been good defensively for a lot of years. The good thing about Arkansas State from an over standpoint is they're not good defensively, and they throw a ton. They throw the sixth most in college football, and at almost 61%. They have terrific skill position players: Adams, Dahu Green. This is guys that can go up and get the football from both quarterbacks. And when you look at Arkansas State, look, when you're looking at lines, and you're not looking at lines Sunday night or Monday morning, I think as a college football fan, you're doing yourself some disservice. You should be getting in on some of these games early. This is the earliest game of the card, and you could have got 66.5 yesterday. At 69.5, I'm not going to bet the worst number. I do think it'll probably get into the 70s, though. This seems to me like a 40-35 type of game. I'm not betting against Arkansas State from an over standpoint. App State has plenty of offense. They have a good quarterback. They should be able to run all over not only a bad passing team, but keep in mind, Clip, Arkansas State's given up over 175 yards a game on the ground, so they are fully encompassed bad on the defensive side.
Jeff, you got a triple header coming up on Friday night. ECU takes on Tulsa next Friday, and this Friday it'll be Tulsa on the road at South Florida. Tulsa an 11-point favorite against the struggling Bulls. Also Louisiana at UAB. Louisiana Lafayette a 2.5-point favorite. And the Big Ten begins on Friday night. Seeing a lot of people on Wisconsin as pretty big favorites against Illinois on Friday night, big man. How about the Friday night slate?
Yeah, I think I actually wrote about this in one of the college football preview blogs that I do. I talked about Wisconsin, Illinois. This is a fascinating game here. This is a game where Illinois won last year as 31-point underdogs, if you remember. Illinois is an interesting team, Clip. They actually come back this year with a lot to be excited about. They bring back Brandon Peters. They bring back Mike Epstein in the backfield. They bring back 4 of their 5 offensive linemen. This is a good secondary. They're going to get stops. They're hard-nosed, and they play for their coach, Lovie Smith. They're off a bowl game. There's a lot to be excited about in Champaign. They're not a football school generally, but they've been a team that's hung around, and they hanged around last year and won this football game. I don't think they're going to go to Camp Randall and win this year. But I have some concerns about Wisconsin. The concern, though, when you play Wisconsin is, can your defensive line get some push? And I don't think a lot of defensive lines are going to get pushed. Wisconsin has a behemoth offensive line. I just wonder if that skill position group can make plays. They have a new quarterback in Graham Mertz. This is a few too many to me. I feel like they're pricing Illinois like the Illinois of 3 or 4 years ago. Illinois is a pretty solid football team. I think they're going to cover a lot of numbers. If I had to play this, I would actually take the Fighting Illini here.
I know you like a Big Ten game, and you got it in earlier in the week. Minnesota, you're on their side against Michigan. Anything else for Saturday really jumping out at you, Jeff?
Yeah, you mentioned that Tulsa-South Florida game. Tulsa actually was off last week after a COVID issue against Cincinnati. Now they get South Florida. I actually played against South Florida in a way last week. I had Temple's team total over. South Florida is a bad defensive team, and they don't do much with the football when they have it. Tulsa's a good defensive team, Clip. They held UCF in check. They held Oklahoma State in check. South Florida will be a walk in the park here. I'm not a huge fan of laying double digits on the road, but I think this is probably a lot to a little here. I think this is probably like a 27-10 27-13, even 34-13. This one will be under the total. So I'm actually going to look at playing the under here. Tulsa plays a slow pace. I don't think South Florida just has a ton, and against a good defense, I think they're going to struggle here. I'm going to go with the under 50.5. I think South Florida really struggles here.
BMOC, Jeff Nadu, give him a follow on Twitter at JeffNADU, and we'll also follow you and what you got going on at Barstool. Jeff, I enjoyed watching you guys in the Barstool Sportsbook House in Philly last week. How about this Sunday? Are you planning on being there?
Yeah, as far as I mean, I'm always planning to be there. We'll kind of get with Dave and see what's going on. I know that they have Rough and Rowdy this week, so a lot going on with that. So I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, things are going crazy as far as that's a Barstool norm. So we got a lot going on with some of the random stuff that's been coming out, the truly disgusting stuff that's been perpetrated by certain people lately. So yeah, I'm sure there's always going to be something going on. We'll have to see.
Speaking of Rough and Rowdy, Jeff, you've kind of laid the gauntlet down, right? Any plans to get in the ring in the future, maybe against a nemesis or two?
Yeah, look, I've made it very clear where I'm from and where what I've kind of seen. When you have a beef with somebody, you take it to the ring. I've been on record as saying I will do what I have to do. I'll do it tomorrow if I have to. People look at me and they think because I'm, according to the doctors, obese, I can't fight. My cardio's A100 right now. I do 200 push-ups a day. I'm ready to go. I could stand in the ring for 3 minutes with somebody. It won't go past the first round. I remember the first time I got beat up, Clip. It was on 29th and Dickinson in South Philly. I got snuck. I took it like a man, and I learned how to do what I had to do. So I'm ready to go. I'm not worried about it. If he wants it, he can get it. If anybody else wants it, they can get it too.
Hey, and you cut a great freaking promo too. That was that'll sell some tickets right there. That's how you sell a fight, big man. Well done, and I hope it gets done. I would love to see you in a Rough and Rowdy in the future. Jeff, always enjoy it, man. Have a great weekend. We don't have an ECU broadcast this week, so we won't call you on Saturday, but we'll get you back on Monday here on Pirate Radio Live.
Real quick, Clip. Do we have 30 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever. Yeah.
30 seconds. We got two big fights this week. Khabib Nurmagomedov, Justin Gaethje in the UFC. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz in boxing. Two big-time fights. Khabib Nurmagomedov is going to, I'm not even going to say it because I can't say it on radio, he's going to beat Justin Gaethje. Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz is 2-weight. He belongs 2-weight classes below this. Gervonta is a Floyd protege. He's going to get the job done. Look, I know a lot of people don't want to lay big numbers. I think you could parlay these two, minus 180. Neither will lose. Gervonta Davis in boxing, Khabib Nurmagomedov in UFC.
All right, a couple of plays there from the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu from Barstool Sports. Jeff, enjoyed it, man. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Clip.
All right, thank you. There is Jeff Nadu. We'll talk to him coming up once again next week here on Pirate Radio Live as we talk about some of his favorite plays going into the weekend. As we go to break, some news I saw towards the end of that conversation, and just coming out from Adam Schefter. So the Bucks at Raiders game. Remember yesterday we talked about the Raiders having to send home their entire starting offensive line, I believe. Well, that game has been moved up from Sunday night to Sunday at 4:05. Seahawks Cardinals, scheduled for Sunday afternoon, will now be on Sunday Night Football. Why? Because there's a chance that Bucks Raiders can't be played, although the plan is for them to still continue to have that game as scheduled. But now it will guarantee NBC gets a Sunday Night Football game. So the Raiders and Bucks will play Sunday 4:05 Eastern, and the Sunday night game on NBC will now be Seahawks at Cardinals. So there you go, according to Adam Schefter. Take a time out, come back, wrap up Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling is taking a beating. Guarantee your family's comfort all fall and winter with a new Train system. It's hard to stop a train. For a limited time, get a new Train system with 0% financing for 60 months. Go to DelcorInc.com for more information. Delcor, the service professionals. See your independent Train dealer for details. Call 1-888-534-6898 for details.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now, during hurricane season, is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Summertime is here with hot temperatures, thunderstorms, and hurricanes. It's easy to recognize pests invading your home, but a lot of people forget about moisture destroying your home's crawl space. Pest Tech is celebrating its 20th year protecting your homes using dehumidifiers, professional-grade liners, and most importantly, our licensed and highly trained technicians. Visit PestTechOfGreenville.com for a free estimate on moisture control and the other silent destroyer, termites. Trust your home to the best. Pest Tech of Greenville, your East Coast exterminating professionals.
2020 certainly hasn't been the year many of us were hoping for, but one thing has stayed the same. I'm Tim Sutton with Greenville Auto World, and our commitment to our customers has never wavered. Let Greenville Auto World show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Greenville. We believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Your vehicle is a big investment, and our customers trust us to keep them up and running with outstanding service and value. We're Greenville Auto World, across from Hardee's at Bells Fork.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs of Greenville. Right now, for a special time, Sparky Snowballs is open every day from noon to 8 in the Food Truck Rodeo on the corner of Evans Street and Fire Tower Road. Stop by for a delicious icy treat. Plus, did you know Sparky's also has funnel cakes and fried Oreos too? Support your local Food Truck Rodeo every day from noon to 8 on the corner of Evans Street and Fire Tower Road. Sparky Snowballs, serving delicious icy treats to smiling faces for over 20 years. Visit Sparky's on Facebook or SparkySnowballs.com.
Register for Army ROTC to be a leader and an officer in the U.S. Army, Army Reserve, or Army National Guard. You could also be eligible for a full tuition scholarship. Lead the team that makes a difference. To learn more, contact Dale Anderson at 252-622-5346 or Anderson, DAL, at ecu.edu. Paid for by the United States Army.
Your CBD store in Greenville has the highest quality CBD products in the country. Your CBD store is the first and only brand that carries USDA certified organic products such as gummies, honey sticks, and high absorption water soluble liquids, which are all made in the United States. They even offer products for your pet. The educated staff will help you answer any questions, and you can stop in anytime to get a free sample. Your CBD store, locally owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 6, right beside Duck Donuts in Greenville.
This is assistant football coach Drew Dudzik, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome back into Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Stephen Igoe is here. He will be officially introduced in our next segment, but he's just hanging out right now. Shirley, we have a giveaway coming up at hour number 3. We'll open up the booty bag. What are we giving away today?
Oh, I gotta
Dealer's
find
choice.
my sheet.
Because it's been Halloween Express all week, but we have a new item for you today.
Why don't we go with a $40 gift card to Familia?
Oh, wow. That is a biggie. $40 gift card to Familia. And now that I think about it, I might have to get that on the way home tonight. I like the build your own pasta with the linguine, Alfredo, shrimp, and sausage. But a lot of great items on that menu at Familia will make you a winner coming up in hour number 3 of today's show. Shirley, anything at the Shirley Rhodes news desk today?
No, you pretty much stole my thunder with the NFL news you broke just a few minutes ago. But other than that, no, I haven't really seen much of anything today.
So a couple of football games tonight. App State will host Arkansas State. That's 7:30 on ESPN. And in the NFL, the NFC East takes center stage. Giants and Eagles. What a battle coming up tonight on Fox and NFL Network. What was the okay, here it is. You mentioned Dez Bryant earlier today off the air.
He had worked out for the Ravens, and basically the Ravens, the general consensus is as long as he passes a physical, the Ravens are planning to sign him. So, but it's not been official yet, but I do know that he is in Baltimore. And this is the second time he's actually been called up to work out. He worked out once before, nothing really panned out there, and he just recently been called back. But according to Adam Schefter this morning, is that he is expected to sign. But I believe it's only to the practice squad, but it's pending a physical.
And sports years are different than real years. Like we look at a guy, Dez Bryant, it's like, how old is he? Well, he's 31, which is not, old in real years, but in football playing NFL years, that's old, and we haven't seen him in so long. Here's an interesting stat. Bryant is attempting to become the second Pro Bowl wide receiver to miss 2 full seasons, then return to the NFL since the 1970 merger, according to the Elias Sports Bureau. The other player to do it was this wide receiver somewhat recently. Would anyone like to take a guess on what other wide receiver was a Pro Bowler, missed 2 seasons, and then came back to the NFL? Anything clicking? Chandler? Shirley? Igoe?
I didn't hear the question.
I'm right beside you.
I was tweeting something. You said I'm not even on the show until next segment.
All right.
I was going to say Antonio Brown, but he's still out. So.
No, yeah, good guess. Well, you're reading it right now.
I haven't seen it. What's the question?
So Dez Bryant is trying to become the second receiver since the 1970 merger that has made a Pro Bowl to sit out 2 seasons and return to the NFL. And it happened recently.
Randy Moss?
Nah.
Jerry Rice?
Did I hear a name over there?
I was asking. I was thinking Josh Norman, but it's not.
No, you got the guy, but you don't have his name right.
Oh, do I not have his name right?
No. Say it, Chandler.
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon is the name you were trying to get,
Who's
Shirley.
Josh Norman?
He's the cornerback.
Oh, that
got stiff-armed.
Yeah, that's why I was asking him. I said, "Is Josh Norman a wide receiver or does he play defense?" And he was like, "He plays defense." And I was like, "Okay, well then it's not who I'm thinking of."
You had a Josh Gordon, Josh Norman thing going on in your brain there.
Well,
but well done. You had him in mind. So Josh Gordon, the other to do that. So. See if Dez can get a gig with the Ravens. That'd be interesting. All right, we'll take a time out, come back. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live on the way. That's great. It starts with an earthquake.
Well done, sir.
A little REM. Stephen Igoe will be officially introduced. We will talk to the homeless dressing blonde kid right after this.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Brandon Tate with Firstborn Food Distribution, and coming up on Saturday, November 21st, we're going to feed 5,000 people. We need two things. One, we need you to help volunteer and help deliver this food. Two, we need your money. It costs over $16,000 to do this, and we need you to step up to the plate with your wallets and your time. To donate or volunteer, please visit pr927fm.com and click on our ad. Firstborn Food Distribution. Come feed your neighbors.
Hi, this is Scott Muller with Clean Eats. Carol and I would like to personally thank all of you for supporting Clean Eats so well through these tough times. We are blessed to have such a great community helping us weather the storm. If you're having trouble consistently eating healthy, go to cleaneats.com and click on meal plans and give our tasty and affordable meals a try. Or stop by the cafe for lunch and let us show you just how simple and easy it is to get started and stay on track. Clean Eats, it's a lifestyle. 805 Red Banks Road, Arlington Village.
May 2020, a riot erupts in downtown Greenville. Small businesses are looted. The county courthouse windows are smashed. American flags are torn down and burned. Liberal State House candidate Brian Farkas refused to condemn the violence. Instead, Farkas attacked our police by calling for a radical statewide oversight committee that would bypass our local elected sheriff and district attorney. Farkas even took a $5,400 donation from a group which explicitly seeks to defund our local police at a time when we need them most. State Representative Dr. Perrin Jones has taken a different approach. He's working with Democrats and Republicans in Pitt County to institute meaningful reforms that protect victims of crime and the rule of law, all while honoring those who put their lives on the line for us every day.
I'm Dr. Perrin Jones, and I'll stand up for our boys here in Pitt County and across North Carolina.
Dr. Perrin Jones for State House, paid for by supporters of Perrin Jones.
In studio with Gloria from Kinetic Physical Therapy. What kind of wellness services do you guys offer?
We have massage therapy with your choice of either a relaxation massage, a therapeutic stretching session, or a prenatal massage. We have foot reflexology. We partner with Pirate Cryo for cryotherapy, also known as cold therapy, and we have health and wellness coaching. And if you're interested in holistic body therapy and saving money, we encourage you to check out our wellness membership plan where you can have all of our wellness services at a constant discounted price. You can learn more today at kptonline.com.
The Frells family lives on a lush piece of land called Greener Pasture, and they work on it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. With its durable construction and features that hook up to dozens of attachments with ease, no job is too tough. The Frells family runs with us, because this is more than just land, it's home. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Get quality at every turn with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer, with 27 locations in North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. Find out more at qualityequip.com. Hey Pirate fans, the Papa John's menu has grown again with the all-new grilled buffalo chicken papadilla. The papadillas are part sandwich, part pizza, and are only $6. Choose from the all-new grilled buffalo chicken, Philly cheesesteak, Italian, pepperoni meatball, and barbecue chicken and bacon, all for only $6 each. Also for a limited time, get any large 5-topping pizza for only $13.99. Place your order today online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, the official pizza of the ECU Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Welcome back into the program, Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Bye week for ECU, but we will talk some Pirates. We'll talk some NFL. We'll make some college football picks with Stephen Igoe. The homeless dressing blonde kid.
I need to bring my son.
Your
homeless son.
Yeah. We'll write articles for food. We'll get clicks for cash. The homeless dressing blonde kid.
My mom texted me the other day. She's like, do I need to buy you some clothes?
The word is spreading.
Yep, the word is spreading. Everybody's talking about it.
How's Erica, your wife, feel about it?
She dresses like she's going to the gym every day, but she never goes to the gym. So it's almost like the homeless dressing blonde kid with the gym dressing brunette girl.
All right, there
we
you
live
go.
in relaxation.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, Shirley, we're definitely going sweatpants for ECU's next game, right? That late at night?
Pajamas? What are you talking about?
Yeah, with some flannel PJs, perhaps.
I'm rocking the pajamas.
So yeah, we will be casual for sure for that 9 o'clock kickoff between the Pirates and Tulsa. Bryce Williams was here yesterday, and Jeff Charles was on the phone, and Jeff asked Bryce if he had played at Tulsa, and Bryce remembers some things, doesn't remember other things. He's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I looked it up. Not only did they play there on a Friday night, and it was a 7:30 or 8:30 kickoff, something like that, at Tulsa. But Tulsa, are they like the Friday night darlings or something?
I guess I remember ECU also played there on like a Sunday night at one point too. I mean, maybe
weird.
They just don't play Saturday night home games.
Yeah,
because nobody goes anyways.
They don't draw any fans. Yeah, you're right. Jeff talked about that yesterday too. So off week Igoe, and again, like, we can't go to practice anyway. We're not going to get another Zoom until either Monday or Tuesday. So ECU football a bit out of sight, out of mind. What are the storylines right now?
Well, the storylines are that we're hoping there's no more positive tests that pop up in the next couple of days, and you also, I don't want to say worry, but you also want to monitor the guys going through the weekend. Although it sounds like, I think they get Friday off and then they'll be back Saturday. And they get Sunday off. So you hope that that Friday and Sunday the guys can stay away from any type of situation that could lead to an outbreak. It sounds like they've done a great job of that so far, based on the testing results, and hopefully things can go well. Tulsa's just had a ton of bad luck with their schedule to this point. They've had some outbreaks. Their opponents have had some outbreaks. And, luckily on ECU side, they've been able to be pretty clean since the Marshall game, the start of the season, as far as having their schedule altered. So that's something that I'll be keeping an eye on, is just asking around, making sure no more positive cases or bunches pop up.
Yeah, and you got to keep an eye on the opponent too. Tulsa will get their game in Friday night with South Florida, and you got to hope, obviously, that they come away from that clean with their testing and everything too. So,
that'll be a good test to see. We know Tulsa's good. Do we think they're like top of the line conference good? They've clearly played well against Oklahoma State and UCF. Now, can they go out and dominate USF like they should as a better team? If they struggle with them, then if you're ECU, you think, hey, we can win this game. We took it to USF, and there's no reason if we execute, we can't make it a game.
They are the second highest team receiving votes outside of the top 25. So would you say they're 27th in the nation, I guess? So they are getting some respect for what they did. Kind of a shame that they lost that game to Oklahoma State.
I know. They dominated the game. I remember watching it because that was kind of the week before ECU got back, and really the American had just started to play, and they got some guys, man, on defense, like some massive cornerbacks that look like they should be playing safety or linebacker. And they got some guys up front, good offensive line. I mean, they're just really good. And I don't think they're unbeatable, but it's definitely going to be a tall task for ECU to go down there and win.
So Holt Nailers will be able to test again when, Igoe?
Should be today.
And if he tests negative, he'll be back?
He should be out. Yeah, I mean, this would be the 10th day. And there's a 10-day isolation. I always get mixed up, the difference between isolation and quarantine. I think one is for testing positive and then one is for contact tracing. But either way, he's been in his room outside of going to wherever he got his test to prove that it was false positive. But it still is considered an active positive by the program due to the protocols. So
does that mean he won't have to test again?
Yeah, according to the protocols.
Yeah, you got to have some common sense on this stuff. But you asked the question about Garcia watching the film to Coach Houston. Shirley Cut 8, Stephen Igoe asked Mike Houston how important it is for Mason Garcia's growth to closely watch what went down on Saturday and help him understand what he did wrong, but also the things he did well. And here's what Mike Houston said.
I think it's critical. It's different. Mason's been sitting in those meeting rooms. He and Alex and Ryan have been sitting in those meeting rooms watching Holton go out there and play and do some great things and make some mistakes. And you say, learn from somebody else's errors, but it's not until you're the one out there on the field and now he sees himself, the last 2 days on film, he sees himself and what he's thinking in his mind versus what, happens on film. That's where you can really have tremendous growth. He did not have the opportunity to have spring practice with us. He did not have the opportunity to be with us this summer. So it's been a little bit of an accelerated, development of him, this fall to prepare him to go out there on the field. But, that's his first significant playing time at the college level. He did a ton of great things on Saturday. And I think he showed, all of us, some of his, potential and why we signed him here. And he also, had some things that he obviously can do a lot better and will do better, in the future. So he's a young quarterback. We're fortunate to have Holton here, who is an experienced quarterback, and he's a guy that can, play at a high level, and he's a great guy for Mason and Ryan and Alex to be around and learn from for the next couple of years.
All right, that is Mike Houston talking about Mason Garcia and learning from his first start as a Pirate. Let's see, when did Ehlers make his first start? Was it South Florida?
UCF.
So it was further down. Mm-hmm. Made his debut against North Carolina week 2.
Yes.
Made his first start against Central Florida, and that was a 37-10 game. And at that point, if I recall, and I can probably pull up the box score, but they were not letting Ehlers throw the football a lot.
He actually, right? I want to say he had big passing performances in his first start or two. He definitely.
So I guess that when he wasn't starting, he wasn't throwing.
Yeah, it was mainly when he was being used in that hybrid role. Now I don't know if the UCF game if he threw a lot. I do remember he threw a touchdown pass to Trayvon Brown. But he also ran a ton that game.
Yeah.
It was the Memphis game after that. And
had 406 yards.
Yeah. So, I mean, 10
points.
And how many carries? 20.
Where's the... Oh, wow. Yeah.
27 carries.
69 yards.
I'm pretty sure he accounted for the entire offense.
Now, some of that is sacks in college, right? But, that's a ton of carries.
It was basically quarterback draw, back to pass the whole game.
406 yards, 53 attempts. Yeah, you're right.
If you remember, they wouldn't let him throw, and then he came off the bench the week prior against Houston in just a whitewash of a game. And Houston was granted they were playing prevent backup defense, but he was just out there slinging it. And everybody was like, "Oh my God, Holton Ehlers can throw the football! He can do it. He is a quarterback. He's not a tight end." And that was when they decided to go with Holton as a starter for UCF. And I think the next game was against Memphis. He put up some more big numbers. It was kind of up and down from there. But, it's just when you're a young quarterback, and I think in that game he made a few throws that you kind of just scratch your head at as a young guy, which is going to happen, just like we saw Mason Garcia. It just takes time to learn. And that's also, he got spring practice. Remember, he came in early. Got spring practice, a full summer with the team in person. And then you look at Mason Garcia, who got in the summer, and it was not until August 6th or 7th till they've realized he was even going to be eligible. So, I mean, now, 3 months later, he's starting a game that probably we didn't expect him to start when he first signed here.
And that he didn't expect to start,
till Tuesday.
Right, when the week began. So, a different circumstance, but kind of point being that when Ehlers started coming along, that was a different coaching staff, but they did not let him put the ball in the air a whole lot. And then we saw by the time he was starting, he did put the ball in the air a lot. And, if Mason Garcia is able to get back out there, we'll see him throw more, and I think throw more precise. But hopefully Holton Ehlers is back with this offense, and they can get clicking like they did against South Florida.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame like that. again, I go back to it. Like defensively, you had a good performance. Now we've seen back-to-back good defensive performances, but your offense really got clicking down in Tampa too. And then you kind of pumped the brakes on it, at least from the passing game standpoint, due to Ehlers being out.
That's the thing is you felt like you were just about to hit your stride offensively. Like they were, CJ just had a big game. Ehlers had his best game of the season. The offensive line played really well. Rajay Harris was running the ball. Like all of a sudden, you got everything clicking offensively.
Rajay Harris.
Yeah, Rajay.
Charlie, what's the running back's name? Stephen Igoe hoist the colors.
I just did an entire podcast on
So
this.
it's not Rajay,
Can't get it right.
Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
Rajay. Did you hear when I was talking about it last hour and I actually called him Rajay Davis?
Really?
Like, not on purpose.
So it's Rajay, don't call me Rajay Davis Harris.
Yes, that is his full name, middle and everything.
All right, so let's look at Rajay Harris's bio here.
All right.
On ECUPirates.com. At the bottom, under personal, no other facts other than first name is pronounced Raji.
Now, did he tell ECU that? Did they make it up on their own?
Well, I mean, the coaches have been calling him Raji.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe he just didn't want to correct anybody.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just messing with all of us. How crazy would that be?
Yeah. I thought you said, okay, so you said on his bio, that's what you're talking about. I thought you meant, like his Twitter bio.
No, his actual ECUPirates.com bio.
All right, so it says Raji, Jee. It is Rajay Harris.
Yeah.
Not Davis.
Rajay. Right?
Hit it one more time, Shirley.
So it's not
Rajay.
Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
Rajay.
You're hearing more of a J than a J? Are you hearing a J or a J over there, guys?
Rajay.
That just doesn't sound right, though. Like, Rajay. I
So
feel like
it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
I heard Rajay.
Well, you're joking. This is just like last night.
I think he's just pronouncing it extra so you realize it's J and not G.
Now you're blaming the kid with the name. He's saying his own name wrong?
So so it's Rajay Harris? Like
yes!
That I don't think that's right. I think it's Rajay.
What do you mean?
So it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja.
Roger.
It's Rajay.
Rajay.
This is maddening.
Rajay.
We got to talk about it last night, too.
Oh, 100%.
Rajay Harris.
Rajay Harris. Okay, Rajay Harris.
Yeah.
All right, so not Rajay.
I don't think so.
Rajay Harris.
Yeah,
Rajay
yeah.
Harris. Rajay Harris. Rajay Harris ran for 172 yards last game and a career high 2 touchdowns.
The homeless dressing blonde.
Rajay Harris. I got it.
Rajay.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
I'm calling Roger.
You almost have to say it so many times.
I know.
Like
Rajay.
because we've been saying Raji for so long.
Yeah. So
Rajay Harris.
We need to have a meeting. I say we. ECU needs to have a meeting. If there's any other players on the team that need their name changed.
Well, something else we got to address is Audi Amatosho is spelled on ECUPirates.com as Audi, Audie, but on the depth chart for the past year and a half, it's been spelled Audi, like the car. So which is it really? I'm pretty sure it's IE.
I had Malcolm Gray in here. I need to ask him or Tom McClellan these questions, and who's at fault here. We got to be given the right information. All right. So real quick, last night at Sports Trivia, last question of the night is I call it 20 questions. You start with 20 points, and you come up and ask a yes or no question to try to narrow down the person I'm thinking of. The category was name this World Series MVP since 2000. You come up, ask a yes or no question. Was it in the National League? Did he play infield? Did he pitch? Did he win it before 2010? Like, all those were good questions. And then another question you can ask. It gets into weird territory sometimes, but I received the question, is he white? I received the question, is he black? My answers to both of those was no.
Right.
Rightfully so.
I think so too. The player in question is Manny Ramirez. And there was a team that like put the game under protest.
Not that they were going to win anyways.
And I've been to sports trivia a handful of times, and I did not know that it can get this crazy. I mean, things got hectic at AJ McMurphy's last night.
Well, my mind was blown, and I will say that they had a decent argument. Manny Ramirez is from Dominican Republic, but again, I've never looked at Manny Ramirez as a black guy. I looked at him as a Latino.
David Ortiz is also from the Dominican Republic.
I don't want to get into who's what. From here on out, we're probably going to just take those types of questions off the board.
Who was your guy?
Mike Lowell.
We got to talk about Mike Lowell as well, who is a white guy.
It's clearly not white.
But he's Puerto Rican.
It's Puerto Rican.
Mike Lowell, former Marlins third baseman, other teams.
And World Series MVP of the Red Sox in 2007. That's why when I asked it, I was like, I'm not sure if he's talking about Manny or Mike Lowell.
So when race gets involved, it just gets really hairy. And but Manny Ramirez was a contentious point last night. I could not wrap my brain around somebody saying Manny is a black guy.
Yeah.
I've just never thought of it that way. Also, they said the person they were asking about that for was Lorenzo Cain, who won with the Royals, right? Or am I wrong?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying. Yeah, 15.
I think Lorenzo Cain won that MVP, and I think that's who they were asking about. And he is African American, who I would consider a black dude, right?
Yeah.
ALCS MVP. Oh, okay. So he never won a World Series MVP.
So they weren't even on the right path.
Who was the Royals World Series? Alex Gordon or
Hosmer?
No,
Hosmer.
It was the catcher.
Oh, Perez. Salvador
Perez. That's who it was. All right.
I think he's Venezuelan.
You know what? I think a good category moving forward would be what country is this person from?
That would probably simplify it.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of back and forth at the end on who was white, who was black. I mean,
and everybody was bringing up their like works cited pages on, well, I just did the research here and this says he's this. And everybody had their notes, and it got crazy.
And then we got Mike Lowe into the conversation.
Yeah, why did you even do that? You were just throwing fuel on the fire at that point.
No, because I asked you if the player was white, and you said no. And then they were like, "Well, Mike Lowe was white," and I'm like, "No, he's not."
Oh God, you just screwed yourself. You just got more stuff to think about.
So it was.
Y'all had a good effort.
Yeah, it was second place.
Second place.
Finally, weren't in third place.
Good job,
as
Shannon.
our team name would be.
Yeah, I had back-to-back second place, right?
No, last time we were third place.
Yeah,
all right.
We're always third place. We top out at second place. We always lose to the B team.
We had a really good round with the fight songs.
Yeah, I played some fight songs. You guys hit all of those.
Yep, yeah, we killed it.
Well done. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk a little NFL. We got to make some picks. More with Stephen Igoe here on Pirate Radio Live. Dez Bryant is running really fast on a treadmill. All right.
He's got to get ready.
He's ready to go.
He's been trying to come back for a while now.
Yeah, he looks out of shape. He
doesn't look great.
He doesn't look great.
Running routes against air.
And as somebody who works out a lot, I should be able to judge that, right? All right, we will take a timeout, come back, have more for you after this.
Hey y'all, it's Lisa with Halloween Express, Greenville's Halloween superstore for 22 years. It's been a crazy year, but Halloween is not canceled. We have everything you need to make this Halloween one to remember. And did someone say mask? Yeah, we have the largest selection of masks in Greenville, plus every other costume you can think of. Come visit our new location in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville. Halloween Express, what are you going to be?
Hey guys, are you tired of tagging along with your wife or your girlfriend when you need a pedicure or manicure? Do you feel intimidated being the only guy in a female nail salon? If so, then I have the solution for you. The Man Cave is now open. I'm Amanda and I've opened the Man Cave to give men a spot just for them and for their grooming needs. Come relax in our comfortable masculine atmosphere and enjoy some free drinks and snacks during your nail service. The Man Cave, next to Lighting by Design on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Your CBD store in Greenville has the highest quality CBD products in the country. Your CBD store is the first and only brand that carries USDA certified organic products such as gummies, honey sticks, and high absorption water-soluble liquids, which are all made in the United States. They even offer products for your pet. The educated staff will help you answer any questions, and you can stop in anytime to get a free sample. Your CBD store, locally owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6, right beside Duck Donuts in Greenville.
It's bow time. You've heard folks say, don't call it a comeback. But the Pork Chop Griller is back at Bojangles, and we don't like to beat around the bush. Because we're talking about a huge, hefty pork chop in all its tender, marinated chili lime glory, served up proud in a fluffy buttermilk biscuit. So we say go ahead, call it a comeback. Pork Chop Grillers are back, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Hey, this is Chef David Finelli from Pop's Old Fashioned Cheeseburgers. Today I'm going to tell you about our family meal deals for 4 hungry adults. We offer Finelli's Cafe lasagna, chicken parmesan, eggplant parmesan, spaghetti and meatballs, our hamburger steak and gravy with mashed potatoes, pork chops. If you'd like to order, please go to our Pop's Old Fashioned Cheeseburgers Facebook page or our website. Choose your meal, order online, pay online, roll up, and we'll get it right out to your car. Thank you from the Pops crew.
Medicare is not one size fits all, but which plan is right for you? Hi, I'm Denise Walker, and I'm a licensed insurance agent here in North Carolina. Whether you are turning 65, new to Medicare, or already have a plan, I can help you compare your Medicare options. I can help you find a plan offering low to no monthly premiums, prescription drug coverage, and a wide range of additional benefits like dental, hearing, vision, and more. Call me today at 434-531-5674 to get a no-cost, no-obligation Medicare benefits review.
White Claw Hard Seltzer. Discover a new wave of refreshment. Crafted using seltzer water, 5% alcohol, and a hint of fruit. Available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with natural flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, 2019 Chicago. Visit whiteclaw.com for full nutritional information.
Pirate Radio.
It's going to change. I promise you. As I stand here, it will change. Okay, and when it does, that stadium, it's going to be rocking, and heaven help whoever walks in there to play us.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, news of the day. ECU's running back's name is pronounced Rajay Davis. Harris.
Well, you did it again.
Raji,
God.
Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
Now, how did you say the guy's name who I keep saying?
Rajay Davis.
I know.
Or is it Raji Davis?
I think it was Rajay. No.
So it's not Raji, Raja,
I need
Raja.
play a highlight.
It's Rajay.
Nice.
Rajay Harris is ECU's running back.
J or G is spelled. We're talking about Davis here, not
the
Rajay.
baseball player.
We're not talking about Rajay Harris.
I'm gonna play his home run.
Yeah,
and maybe they'll say his name.
I think it's Rajay Davis.
It's kind of spelled the same way, just without an H.
Without the H.
So is it exactly like Rajay Harris then?
It might be.
All right, I'm gonna find.
But I always called him Raji Davis.
I need to turn this off. This is sorry. This is very important to me.
I mean, honestly, this is during the bye week. This is the content you look for.
Yeah, you want to know.
100 miles an hour. Rajay 0 for 3.
Rajay, just like Rajay Harris.
Raji?
Yes.
Raja or Raja? It's
I want to see if he gets it right when the home run's hit.
Yeah, I want to see this dinger.
2-2. Just got a piece. That's where he prefers it. He RBI double with 2 out.
Here it is. Damn, hurry up.
What an at bat by
Rajay Davis. No wonder I kept making a mistake. It's the same name, except it's not. Aroldis Chapman. Look how much he's choked up.
Oh, my gosh.
Rajay. All right, now he's saying that like you say Harris. Rajay.
So
Rajay.
Raji, Raja, or Raja? It's Rajay.
All right, so he is Rajay, and Rajay is how you're saying Rajay Harris.
Yep.
All right.
So Rajay Harris.
Yes.
Rajay Davis.
There we go. We put in the work today. We'll move on, Shirley and
It
Josh.
could be a total goat rodeo.
It is, but I feel like at least we got something done today.
We still have to figure out how to pronounce Rick. Is it Diabreu or is it Debreu or
Debreu?
Debreu.
What about Haji Bajri Rajri?
That one is Josie Haji Badri, because I was told originally that it was something totally different, and I pronounced it wrong. And he was like, "Hey man, it's just Haji Badri." So he reached out to me and told me.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
and sometimes you don't want to do that. Like I mean, my whole life I've been called like Cliff, Chip, Chris, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Chris,
and not I don't know. Chris. There was a guy I went to school with named Chris Brock.
I have been called Sherry.
Oh, I've actually heard that in the Pirate Radio before.
And believe it or not, somehow Shirley turns into Charlie, and I still don't understand that one either.
Charles for sure.
Yeah, I've had
Ma'am Charles.
Like, can I get your name, Shirley? Okay, Charlie. What? No, not even close.
Point being, and Shirley, you know this. Sometimes you correct people. Sometimes you just kind of move on with it, right? So, like, I think for Josie Hadri Badri to say, "Hey, man."
I was cool with it.
I like that.
I mean, my last name's Igoe, who everybody calls it Ego. Igoe, Igloo, like people make up letters sometimes. It doesn't make any sense. But
when I first came to Pirate Radio, Troy and Jonathan asked me who did I follow on Twitter, and I said I follow Stephen Ego. But now, true story, I had a substitute in high school call me Chandelier one time.
What?
Chandelier?
That's like the Key and Peele skit.
Chandelier.
Where they make all the normal names sound weird. It's a great skit if you hadn't seen it. Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron. It's Aaron. What? How would you pronounce this Aaron? It's Aaron. Anyway. All right. I know anything else with names?
No.
We're good?
No, but I think there's a few others, but we messed up Warren Saba for a while. It is Saba.
Oh, I still do.
We used to call him Saba.
Okay, I said Saba, yeah.
Until last year, and then we learned it was Saba. I'm sure there's a couple others. I mean, there's been so many guys over the years that I think part of it too, like the player, from what I hear from Tom, and like sometimes the players don't let them know how it's pronounced, and that's
they just
part
go
of
with
the problem.
the flow.
I mean, when the whole coaching staff is calling Raji.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, we're going to call him Raji.
When it's on his bio as Raji.
It's on his bio as Raji.
And
so it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
He needs to also add it's not Rajay. It's Rajay.
Rajay.
Yep.
Rajay Harris.
Rajay Harris, folks. Rajay Davis.
Rajay. Yeah.
Very confusing.
Gosh, no.
It's very confusing. What did I get? Did I miss it? What did I do? No, I was saying it's Rajay Davis and Rajay Harris.
Here's a way to practice it.
Okay.
Just look in the mirror and say J. Cutler Harris.
Jay Cutler, Rajay Cutler, Rajay Harris. You know what, Chandler? It's not a bad idea.
But now you're going to start calling him Rajay Cutler.
Cutler to the 5. Touchdown, Pirates. All right. ECU returns to the field next Friday against Tulsa. And Igoe, good week of games in the American. We'll pick some of these games momentarily. But the Houston-Navy matchup, intriguing.
Yeah, very intriguing.
What will Houston do on the road in their, third game? They're 1-1 after losing to BYU. They take on the Midshipmen, who are undefeated in conference play. You've got, obviously, we'll keep an eye on Tulsa, South Florida, with that being ECU's next opponent. Tulane, UCF, Temple, Memphis, but Cincinnati and SMU, 9 o'clock, ESPN2 Saturday night. Great game. We'll pick it in a moment, Igoe, but I'm looking forward to seeing this one. I feel like whoever wins,
it will have the inside track.
Is the real deal, too. If SMU beats Cincinnati, I'll be like, okay, they're for real.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm not sold on SMU to this point.
Cincinnati's in the top 10, folks. That doesn't seem right.
What's up with these rankings? Do they factor in the Big Ten, or are they going to be added in, or what?
No, they're already in there.
Okay,
but once they all start playing, they're going to just shoot up to the moon.
Because when Minnesota beats whoever,
Michigan,
they're going to jump 50 spots for no reason because Michigan's overrated, just like Notre Dame.
No, you're right. And North Carolina, NC State, Coastal Carolina, all of them will be out, and it'll be all. Boise State's not even ranked. If they beat Utah State this week, are they in the top 25? Probably so. So you're going to see a lot of new teams coming in to the top 25 here in the coming weeks.
Yeah, the Houston-Navy game will be interesting to me. I feel like that's a game that could go either way. Navy just continues to find ways to win. I still don't think they're that good, but if they go to 4-0 in American play, then what are you going to do?
3 conference wins by a total of 9 points. They are winning close games, getting it done at the end of games. And that has been their as long as they're playing in the AAC this year, they're fine. Outside of the AAC, they have been smashed by BYU and Air Force. Are you I'm not even that I'm jacked up because there's going to be more football, but just because it's the Big Ten, I'm not super excited.
I could care less.
More excited about the Mountain West returning than that.
I don't really watch Big Ten football, honestly. It's just, it doesn't excite me. I'll watch Ohio State if they're playing Penn State or Michigan, Penn State. But outside of that, I don't ever watch Wisconsin, Iowa.
This week,
Minnesota, Purdue.
Iowa versus Purdue. Doesn't that just sound like a crappy game?
I will not watch that game for a single second.
Come on. Y'all don't want to watch Scotty Montgomery offense?
Okay. Now you're starting to pique my interest.
Maryland Rutgers.
Honestly, Maryland in the Big Ten, I forget every year that they're in the Big Ten.
Who they got this week? They got Northwestern, I believe, on the road at Northwestern. That is not your typical Big Ten matchup. Rutgers plays Michigan State.
These games are just not exciting to me. Illinois, Wisconsin, Rutgers, Michigan State.
Ohio State's going to crush Nebraska. Penn State, Indiana might be the best game.
Iowa and Purdue sounds like the most boring noon game in the history of life.
I will say, if you don't follow, it is not the old and some are 14-13, but the total for this Iowa game is 53. They are scoring points and they're doing fun things offensively. They've kind of caught up there.
It's not I formation, punt. So they have graduated, but still, just something about that region of football does not excite me. I don't know, but what
it's always dreary weather. It's not aesthetically pleasing when you watch it.
What's the attendance policy for the Big Ten schools? I'm assuming that very few fans are going to be able to go.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're having fans, to be honest. I don't know. I'll check into that. If somebody knows, let me know via Facebook or Twitter. All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk some NFL. I have some fantasy-related questions for Igoe. We'll look at the slate. There's been a schedule change. We'll update you on that regarding the NFL. And also, we'll make some college football picks. That and more on the way. Rajay Harris. Rajay Harris. We're back after this.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Let's turn a trip to the branch into a tap on your phone. Let's hit pause on a lost debit card without hitting pause on life. That's how First National Bank is redefining convenience with a top-rated mobile app that puts more security and control at your fingertips and friendly people to help you succeed right by your side. Let's get started at fnb-online.com or your local First National Bank. FNB member FDIC.
2020 certainly hasn't been the year many of us were hoping for, but one thing has stayed the same. I'm Tim Sutton with Greenville Auto World, and our commitment to our customers has never wavered. Let Greenville Auto World show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Greenville. We believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right leads to satisfied repeat buyers. Your vehicle is a big investment, and our customers trust us to keep them up and running with outstanding service and value. We're Greenville Auto World, across from Hardee's at Bells Fork.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Hidden phone trade-ins, hidden plan requirements, hidden catches. You won't find them at US Cellular because we speak fair. Plus, when you switch right now, you can get the latest phones free. Upgrade to fair. Upgrade to US Cellular. Requires new postpaid service plan, new line port and credit approval, qualified smartphone purchase, and comes via monthly bill credit on a 30-month RIC. Taxes, fees, and additional terms apply.
Does the idea of going to your local U.S. Cellular store make you feel a bit uncomfortable? Tired of the hassle of waiting and wearing a mask? Let Toby Williams and his outside sales team take away that worry. They will come right to your home or office and drop your phone off on the porch or at the front desk for you. Saving you time and worry is what the team at Cellular Warehouse is all about. Call Toby today at 252-799-7051 and let them help you with all of your wireless needs. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. With approximately 100 locations throughout the Carolinas, First National Bank is helping both individuals and businesses redefine convenience in banking. Visit us today at fnb-online.com. First National Bank, member FDIC. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, welcome back into the program. Clip Rock, Stephen Igoe, a.k.a. Homeless Dressing Blonde Kid, hanging out with you today. Homeless Dressing Blonde Kid. I like that music. There's like 3 hours of it on YouTube. Shirley and I were just listening to it one day. Put us in a good mood.
It's very cheery.
We just kind of
not like bobbing our head side to side.
I feel like I could clean the house to this.
Yes.
Not.
Or watch stress. You don't have a house.
Or watch Sesame
That is
Street.
pretty clean.
Yeah.
Sounds like Sesame Street.
Yeah, a little bit. Classic music. All right, Igoe, let's talk a little NFL, and then we will get to the picks. Game tonight, Giants and Eagles. Not very attractive. There's been a schedule change. So originally, the Sunday night game was going to be Bucks and Raiders. That game has been moved to Sunday at 4:05. And the Seahawks-Cardinals will now be on Sunday Night Football. That's a good game. I kind of like that matchup for Sunday night. They moved Bucks-Raiders because the Raiders are having a COVID outbreak, or at least they had to send home a bunch of offensive linemen. So they're not 100% certain that game's going to get in. So they moved that to 4:05. That way they can make sure NBC has their primetime game on Sunday night. Couple of fantasy news and notes. I got a question for you. Would you rather have on your roster going forward Le'Veon Bell or Antonio Gibson? It's a good question, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel very confident with either one. I guess Antonio Gibson. I'm not sold on Le'Veon Bell and KC. I mean, I just feel like Edwards-Helaire has just been so good. I don't know why you would limit his touches, but to a certain extent. And I feel like Le'Veon...
And you got Mahomes who can, if you want to, chunk it 40 times in a game.
And Le'Veon's the type of dude who... I don't really know why KC made this move, because he's the type of guy, if he doesn't get his touches, he's going to try to ruin the locker room. He just seems like that type of guy.
Yeah.
But there is mad potential, though, as well. Let's be real. Le'Veon Bell is still pretty good. He played for the Jets.
Now you're arguing with yourself.
Because this is such a stupid question. I don't want either one, but I'll take them both. Give me Le'Veon Bell, because the Redskins are helpless.
Le'Veon Bell is currently on my roster. I'm thinking about trading him for Antonio Gibson. You say stay with Le'Veon.
So I don't really watch the Skins that much.
I don't either. I watched 0 of their game against the Giants last week. And Gibson is in a split backfield with J.D. McKissick and Peyton Barber.
Guys,
their offense is awful.
I mean, those aren't... They need to go ahead and start Alex Smith and quit with the...
I agree.
Kyle Allen thing. I mean, I will say, though, props to Riverboat Ron for going for it. Going for 2. I know you're mad because it didn't work out.
Whatever. Hey, we came here to win, not tie.
Did
they stop playing overtime?
I mean, if you play overtime, you get 1 possession now because of the stupid 10-minute...
Okay, what are the Giants going to do with 1 possession?
Probably score because it's the Redskins.
Okay, so you lose anyway. I didn't like it. Go to overtime.
So if they would have got it, you would have loved it.
Maybe, but they didn't. And I once again, facts. Facts. No hypotheticals here, Igoe. Here's a hypothetical for you.
What's up?
Would you rather have Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson the rest of the year and only start one?
I have Deshaun Watson, and he's been awesome the last few weeks after a terrible start, but I'm still going to go Rodgers.
I'll probably end up trading one of those guys.
Yes, you need to go ahead and... I would trade Watson right now.
While he's kind of hot?
He's hot. He's coming off like 30-point games.
I like Deshaun Watson, but Rodgers doesn't have any weapons. It didn't hurt him the first few weeks, I guess.
Look at their schedule and see what's up. I don't break it down, but the Packers division isn't great this year. No offense, Troy, to the Bears, but I know they're playing good. But the Lions give up a ton of points.
Vikings stink.
Vikings are terrible.
Bears are the only decent defense, along with the Packers. Your answer is Aaron Rodgers. Trade Deshaun and get something good for him.
Plus, Deshaun, like down the stretch, they're not going to be playing for anything. I just don't know how engaged he's going to be.
Sit question for you. So I got to start 3 of these 4 guys. We have double flex in one of my leagues. Terry McLaurin, Stephon Diggs, Tyler Lockett, Ronald Jones are the 4 guys. Ronald Jones, I believe, is at back-to-back 100-yard rushing
good,
games.
Man. Fournette's become a non-factor. I don't know if he's dealing with the injury or what.
It is tough to take him out of the league. This is a PPR league. I mean, McLaurin...
Take him out of the league? That's a little uncalled for.
What did I say?
You said tough to take him out of the league.
Look, I don't want to ban this guy from the league, okay? I love Terry McLaurin, but on that offense, he's still getting some volume catches and stuff.
So you're starting 2 of these 4?
I'm starting 3 of the 4.
Oh, well,
my options are to start all the receivers or to start 2 of the receivers and Ronald Jones.
2 of the 3 and Ronald Jones. I would go Diggs, Lockett, Jones.
Take McLaurin out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's probably painful, and I'll probably catch a 70-yard touchdown for the Redskins' only score. But
right. Ronald Jones has been really good, though. And you can run on the Raiders, right? I think you can.
Yes. The Raiders don't have a great D. And Diggs, I feel like Buffalo's due for a bounce-back game.
I do as well. They play the Jets.
Diggs.
All right.
And who do the...
Washington plays the worst defense in the league, Dallas.
I don't know, man. McLaurin against Dallas. I
guess the good news is they're all good matchups,
yeah,
right?
I mean, you were sitting in a good situation.
Is Lockett a must start? I mean, the Cardinals aren't great on defense either.
Lockett. I feel like Lockett's the guy.
Maybe I should trade one of these guys.
You should trade...
Who's the Ronald Jones? I feel like McLaurin, Diggs, and Lockett. I feel most comfortable week in, week out.
I would trade Ronald Jones.
It's tough to trade a running back, though. You need them all. All right. Anything fantasy related, Igoe, before we move on?
Oh, I picked up Boston Scott in one of my leagues, and I'm trying to decide if I should start him tonight. My other running backs are Phillip Lindsay, Josh Kelly of the Chargers, and Damian Harris of the Patriots. I'm leaning towards starting Boston Scott.
I think I would. The Eagles have nobody on offense.
Yeah.
He's going to get a lot of work.
The Giants' D, I read, has been pretty good against the run, but still, I feel like you got to start him. They've got Phillip Lindsay only scheduled to score 7 points, and they've got Josh Kelly scheduled to score 11, but I'm starting Lindsay over Kelly. I don't trust...
I would go Lindsay and Scott.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning. I don't trust the Chargers running back situation right now.
All right, let's get to the picks. Steven and I both 4-1 last week. Pirate Radio Live celebrity guest picker Troy D 4-1 last week.
Wow,
all of us.
I thought you were trying to do bad, Troy.
And he picked Navy because he thought it was going to be wrong, but it turned out right.
So this is what happens when I try and be bad, I'm good, and when I try and be good, I'm bad.
That's amazing.
Seriously, the other picks that I went like either winless or only had 1-5.
You were really trying.
I was really trying, and this time I was intentionally trying to get them wrong, and I got them right.
The one miss you guys had was UCF against Memphis. The one miss I had,
UCF should have won. They completely screwed the pooch that game.
My miss was SMU. You guys had Tulane. Troy,
solid week.
You want to keep this thing rolling?
Yeah, let's do it.
Troy's bad, good picks. What are we calling this?
I don't even. Yeah, what is your strategy?
Troy's
now?
right, wrong.
It's
picks?
weird. If I try and get them right, I get them wrong. If I try and get them wrong, I get them right. So it's like very confusing because you have to tell me: am I trying to get them wrong, or should I go for who I really think is going to win the bet? You know,
whatever it takes to go 4-1 again. Do that.
Okay.
All right. Easy enough, right?
All right.
SMU is a 2.5-point home favorite against Cincinnati. I'm going to take the Bearcats.
Bear Stings.
Give me the Bearcats.
I'm going Cincy here.
All right.
I think they're legit.
And you get points with Cincy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
2.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the points and the Bearcats.
All right. Houston is a 14.5-point favorite on the road against Navy. I mean, just principle, right? Like,
I think
it's too many points.
I could see Houston, if they get up early rolling, I think they'll score a lot of points, but is Houston going to be able to stop Navy?
Dana Holgerson, not, the best
He's not
defensive
known
coach
for
I've ever
stopping
heard.
the option.
Yeah.
I don't know who the DC is, but I can't imagine that Dana Holgerson's DC is the best in the world.
I'm going Navy as well.
I'm going against the grain.
You're going Houston?
I'm going with the Cougars.
All right, blow them out. All right, Tulsa, a 10.5-point favorite on the road at South Florida. South Florida stinks. Tulsa,
put me down, Tulsa.
All right, I like that. No thought.
Yeah,
just go with it. Why would you take South Florida in this situation? Are they showing
They looked
any
better
reason
against Temple?
Yeah, they had a lead against Temple
They should've
pretty
won,
late in that game. Tulsa,
Mess it up.
Friday night, look ahead to ECU. I'll take Tulsa. All right, I threw this one in there because I love these high numbers.
Gosh.
Clemson is a 46-point favorite against Syracuse.
I'm gonna.
They won 73-7 last week.
Yeah, they did roll up a lot of
What was
points.
the spread on that? What in the world?
It was only like 24, 28.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean,
It
wow.
was in the 20s.
It's just a matter of,
do they want
in
to?
the second half, will they just continue to roll, or do they just eat the clock?
That's a lot of points.
I mean, it's going to be like 58-3. That's too many. I'm taking Clemson. I never
You were
do.
just gonna say this
I know. I
thing.
never do this. I came into this segment thinking I was going to take Syracuse.
Yeah.
But I just talked myself into 58-3. 58-7 works for me.
And how many points is it?
46.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it, but let's go with Clemson. I'm going to take them.
Igoe, you want to be out there with awful Syracuse?
No, Syracuse is such trash this year.
Just lost at home to Liberty
by like 17 or something. So I'll take Clemson.
It's a good looking shirt, Igoe. Did you get that at Goodwill?
Yeah, I did. Somebody actually donated it to me.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Secondhand.
They felt bad.
Collar's a little loose on it. Looks
Well, you got to take what you can get, right?
Just wondering.
Yeah.
And finally, a battle of two ranked teams. The best North Carolina has to offer. North Carolina is a 15.5-point favorite against NC State. State playing with a backup quarterback. I think it's too many points in a rivalry game, so I am going to take NC State.
I agree with you, Clip. I think State at least covers. I don't know if they'll win outright, but that's too many points for this type of game.
North Carolina looked awful last week. Maybe they bounce back in a big way, but
I am a little worried here because we are almost all in the same exact picks.
Are both these teams, too, a little overrated?
Yes.
In my opinion.
I think it changes once all these Big Ten teams come back. Boise State comes back.
Wasn't North Carolina like number 5 in the
They were
country
number
last
5.
week? I mean, I
Correct.
thought I was reading things wrong. I mean, are you serious?
Yep.
They didn't look like it, but
And they got housed by Florida State.
yeah. And this isn't your brother's Florida State.
No.
State.
All right.
I don't feel great about it at all.
Igoe and I have the exact same picks.
Oh, gosh.
Troy D is against us in Houston. Other than that, we're all the same.
There you go.
This probably is
This
bad.
is not going to go well.
Yeah, I don't like the way this looks.
We are guaranteed like a 1-4 week.
Yeah.
Then go against against our picks, and you'll make a lot of money.
All right. So I'll take Carolina, Syracuse, South Florida. I don't want to do that either. You know what? Just don't pick any games, folks. Don't gamble.
You're
There's-
guaranteed not to lose if you don't take a game.
Very true. All right, Igoe, thanks for hanging out. What kind of tent are you putting out during this bye week? Tent being content.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you were going there, but
Clip quite the hipster.
We got a ton of reaction from last week's ECU Basketball Media Day. We're continuing to pump out that content, and we had a deep analytical dive into ECU football the first 4 games.
Head first
dive.
How
right
deep?
Most pools are like, 10 feet?
10, 12 feet maybe.
This was probably like a 20-foot dive.
Wow, this is
at
like
least.
Olympic size.
You got to get on your scuba gear, and you got to go deep down.
Man, this is deeper than Dave Hart dives.
Yes, much deeper than the Dave Hart dive.
How much you getting paid for
I didn't
this
get
deep
paid
dive?
nearly as much, unfortunately. But Pro Football Focus does a lot of grading on individual players, phases of the game, all sorts of analytics. So we dive into that. ECU's defense grading out very well. ECU's offense not so hot.
Yeah. All right. Take a look at that
Through
on
4 games.
hoistthecolors.net. Thanks, Steven.
You're looking sharp, man. I like it. Looks good.
Oh, thanks. I
Don't
can't
take-
tell
don't-
if y'all are being serious.
No,
with me
don't
or
quit
not.
taking the heat from people. I think you know.
Don't say y'all. You look good the other day. Today, not so much.
I think the same about you. You look all right, but
Thank you.
The vertical stripes are always better though than the horizontal. I hear.
well, if you can pull off horizontal, it really shows you how great you are. Huh?
Homeless dressing blonde kid,
All right,
Steven
see you
Igoe.
guys.
Thanks for coming. We will take a timeout, come back. Hour 3 on the way. Troy D, Tony Collins. We're back with you after this.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Representative John Bell, the Majority Leader of the North Carolina House, and it has been an honor serving the people of Eastern North Carolina the last 8 years. I've had the privilege of working with your local representatives, Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey, as they delivered hundreds of millions of dollars in COVID relief funding to our small businesses, healthcare providers, and families right here in Pitt County. Unfortunately, their opponents are funded by radical liberal out-of-state donors that want to destroy our agriculture heritage, defund the police, and silence your voice by buying this election. This is not North Carolina. We cannot and will not let this happen. Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey are focused on solutions, not revolutions. They will make sure your voice is heard and represent our Eastern North Carolina values. So Pirate Nation, the choice is clear. On November 3rd, please support and vote for Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey for the North Carolina House. Strong voices for Eastern North Carolina. Paid for by the John Bell Committee.
This is Brandon Tate with Firstborn Food Distribution, and coming up on Saturday, November 21st, we're going to feed 5,000 people. We need two things. One, we need you to help volunteer and help deliver this food. Two, we need your money. It costs over $16,000 to do this, and we need you to step up to the plate with your wallets and your time. To donate or volunteer, please visit pr927fm.com and click on our ad. Firstborn Food Distribution. Come feed your neighbors.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Weekdays are a great time to visit North Carolina state parks. The best time to learn about nature is to be able to look, listen, and feel its natural beauty. A visit to the North Carolina state parks is perfect for homeschoolers, scout groups, and teachers looking for a fun field trip during the week. You'll be amazed at all the natural wildlife you'll see when you experience the beauty of each North Carolina state park. Visit ncparks.gov to get all the information on the closest park near you.
Are you trying to reduce clutter? Want to save a tree? Greenville Utilities can help. E-bill is a simple solution. Imagine getting an email letting you know your bill is ready. And with a few clicks on your computer or smartphone, you can review and pay your bill. It's just that easy. Signing up is simple. All you need to do is to log onto your account at guc.com and update your contact information and e-bill setting. You can even continue to receive a paper bill if you'd like. E-bill from Greenville Utilities. Just one of the ways GUC is here for you. University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Domino's of Greenville has 3 locations to take care of you. Take advantage of the week-long carry-out deal of all 3 topping pizzas for only $7.99. Order online today at Domino's.com. Taking a look at your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. The Dow was up 152 points at 28,363. The NASDAQ was up 21 at 11,506. And the S&P was ahead 17 at 3,453. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live on the air here on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, online, pr927fm.com, and you can watch us on Facebook Live and watch and subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube Live as well. Great to have you with us today, and great to have Troy D back in the Pirate Radio studios for the second time this week. What's up, Troy?
Good to see you guys again. Great to be here on an open date.
Yes.
You excited about your weekend off?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
What are you going to do?
I'm planning to watch football unless I'm told otherwise.
All right.
By the girls at home.
Fair enough.
But that's
you are outnumbered now. Yeah.
That's on my docket. Tony Collins
in the house.
What's up, TC?
Doing good. What's up, Troy?
Good to see you, T.
It's kind of weird that it's not weird that my team stinks, but weird that my team, your team stinks. Troy's got a good team.
Wait. No, you're going too far now. You're talking about stinks.
What'd y'all do on Sunday?
But we lost, but
to who?
But we don't stink. Just had a bad day. We have bad days, right, Troy?
Well, it happens.
What's your record right now?
2-3.
You got a losing record, Tony. You
for the first time in 20 years.
If you were in the NFC East, you'd be the division leader right now.
That is not a joke. That is a fact. They'd be in first place.
Yeah. It just all depends on your perspective.
So
your life is full of perspective.
Your team really stinks.
Yes.
Flip's team stinks. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're in first place right now.
Hey, Washington's playing for first place Sunday against Dallas.
They got a chance.
Yep, they got a shot.
You're not out of it.
Yeah.
What, one game back?
Shirley's Dolphins don't stink. They're ahead of y'all in the division.
I'm not worried about the Dolphins right now.
I am loving the fact that we are out of the cellar, at least for right now. I'm going to take it while I can.
Why they switch quarterbacks?
Why?
Shirley's happy about it.
Why, Shirley? Why?
Why?
They won 3 out of the last 4 games with Fitzgerald, or whatever that guy's name is.
Well, the Bears did the same thing. The Bears were undefeated when they made their quarterback move.
Because he still stunk.
He stinks. You stink. I stink. All right.
I'm coming out smelling like roses.
I got a question for you, though, Troy. Do you think the Bears are going to make the playoffs this year? They kind of started like this last year.
I've gotten excited in the past. They've started hot before, and then they've let me down. So I'm just kind of taking it week by week right now. I'm just excited about the Monday night football game against the Rams. A lot of people don't realize it's Monday night.
A lot of people don't realize they play the Rams.
A little inside joke right there.
Troy knew they were in L.A. And there's a lot of opponents.
Rams, Chargers easily mix up.
They could be playing the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers.
As long as they win, I don't care.
Yeah.
But this is a real test. If they can go on the road Monday night and beat L.A., then that's...
In L.A. with the Rams defense.
Correct.
Rams got a good defense.
That's starting to feel legit then. Then they'll be 6-1. You know, but
I might even become a believer if they beat the Rams.
Right. So they've been winning ugly. I want to see them kind of win...
Nothing wrong with ugly.
No, I take it. I'll take ugly wins all day.
Well, that's how they win. They kind of muck it up, right? They play a defensive game.
Yes.
And
the defense looks great.
Yeah.
So.
All right. This is our short seg, Shirley, that I took a little long with Tony and Troy.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Chandler looks at me and says, "Isn't this a short seg?" I said, "Well, it was. I mean, Clip. I'm waiting on him to go to break."
No, I'm the host. This one falls on me.
Yeah, but I know how it feels. I've made this transactional mistake many times.
Yeah, you used to frustrate me a little bit with the breaks, and now I frustrate Shirley with the breaks. It's all full circle.
It's Pirate Radio tradition.
Yes, that's right. All right, let's take a timeout. We will come back. A lot to go with Tony Collins, Troy D. We'll talk Pirate football, some NFL, make you a winner out of the booty bag, and more. Back with you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new 2020 Cadillac Escalade and save over $13,000 off. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Banking is banking until service is not the same.
This is Eric Clark from Select Bank and Trust, and this year has been unusual, but we have continued to focus on what has always been important to us, our customers. When businesses needed access to the Paycheck Protection Program, our team of local bankers worked around the clock to successfully keep our customers open and their employees working. Wouldn't you like to deal with a bank that is responsive to your needs, can make local decisions, and cares about you, the customer? We are Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You don't need a big meeting. You don't need a birthday. You don't need any excuse at all. You just need to love subs. Times 12. Order the Jersey Mike's catering box today. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
It's Jersey Mike's time. One Club Supreme? Check. What's Aaron's Way? Only $2.99 for Pepsi and Lay's? I'm in. Order your sub Aaron's Way on the Jersey Mike's app or visit a Jersey Mike's store.
Hidden phone trade-ins, hidden plan requirements, hidden catches. You won't find them at US Cellular because we speak fair. Plus, when you switch right now, you can get the latest phones free. Upgrade to fair. Upgrade to US Cellular. Requires new postpaid service plan, new line port in, credit approval, qualified smartphone purchase, and comes via monthly bill credit on a 30-month RIC. Taxes, fees, and additional terms apply.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
In studio today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy. How can you help people with back pain?
Well, most people are going to have back pain at some point during their life, but you don't have to live with it. A bad MRI or a bad x-ray does not mean you're destined to always have pain. We have specialists that are well trained to find out what the true problem is and the true source of your pain so they can get you on track to feeling better. So don't suffer with back pain. Our nationally board certified specialists are here to help you. To learn more, visit us at kptonline.com. We can help you live well, move more, and hurt less.
Hey, this is Jay from Villa Verde. Did you know that Villa Verde opened up its second location? Yes, it's Villa Verde Dos on Arlington Boulevard across the hospital. This new location is a fast, casual environment where you can make your own bowls for only $9.95. Choose from our fresh ingredients from our toppings bars or enjoy an amazing rotisserie chicken. We promise you can be in and out in less than 15 minutes. For a quick, healthy meal at an affordable price, visit us at Villa Verde Dos on Arlington Boulevard. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
The fun place to dine out with friends and family is Familia. Familia has something for everyone and offers favorites like New York-style pizza, lasagna, homemade meatballs, plus new specials like chicken parm alfredo, mahi fish and chips, chicken piccata, veggie burger, butternut squash ravioli, and more. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
This is Bryant Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care is the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Chandler Honeycutt, video production today. Got Troy D. and Touchdown Tony Collins inside the Pirate Radio studios. And big event on TV tonight, guys. And, I gotta say, I hate them both, and I think it's going to be ugly, and it'll probably be funny, but I will watch some of the Giants-Eagles game.
Yeah, it's the closest thing to a sports event we have in sports. The debate is kind of like a sports event, if you think about it. In sports, it's two teams going against each other, guys, and think about it. You pick a side, and everyone has a side, whether you like this team or that team. And you've got, in this case, it's Biden versus Trump. It's one-on-one. It's a lot like a football game. Who do you like? There's going to be some offense. There's going to be some defense. There's going to be some special teams fireworks.
There's going to be a lot of trash talk.
Could be some trick plays in there.
Taunting.
Yeah, definitely taunting.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Definitely penalties.
Maybe a fight will break out.
Yeah. See, I thought it would be fun if they did it MMA style. Throw them in the octagon and just let them talk.
You think that would be fun?
But then if it got into like fisticuffs, they're in an MMA ring and they could go ahead and do it that way.
Do you know how old and decrepit these men are? Like, what are they going to do in there?
You wouldn't watch. You would watch, and you know it.
I would watch. I would watch. Yeah, and I will say it seems like it has become more sports-like with whoever your guy is. You really are all in for that guy.
It is,
and you like to let people know about it and talk about it.
Yeah.
So
the world of sports and politics is kind of flip-flopped a little bit, seems like.
All right, so no ECU football, unfortunately, this weekend as the Pirates are off. Tony, first time we've talked to you since the Navy game.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of an effort, and the defense played as well as they ever have against Navy.
Absolutely. I mean, defense played great, man. It was just, unfortunately, we couldn't have Holton out there. But, I looked at the young quarterback. He looked like a young quarterback. And then, I'm not taking anything from him. But we didn't throw the ball downfield, I don't think, too many times.
Yeah. What do you think about Harris, the running back?
I think he's doing great. As a freshman?
Yeah. What's his first name again?
I don't know.
What is it?
No, I was just seeing it.
I don't know his first name.
You don't?
I know his number 47.
Do you know his first name?
Yeah, he likes to be called Raji.
Who?
So it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
Rajay. Get it right.
Rajay.
Yeah. And Tony wants to make an announcement. He's not Tony. He's Tony.
No, I'm still Tony.
Play along, Tony. It was a great bit.
Yeah, it was.
It can be a total goat rodeo. It is a total goat rodeo with Tony Collins here. Tony would be a cool name.
No, that is not
Tony.
a cool name.
Did you listen to?
Sounds like a girl's name.
Did you listen to Tony back in the day?
I did.
It feels good.
Yeah.
Tony was good.
All right, you don't like Tony? I
don't like Tony.
I like Tony.
Yeah, I know you do.
Maybe too much. You can't do much with.
Hey, Tony's here.
You can't do much with Troy as one syllable.
Troy A.
Yeah, you can add that, but like Drake.
Troy Dre. That could be my cool name.
T Dre.
My DJ name, like my radio name's Troy D. My DJ name ought to be Troy Dre.
Your DJ name?
Troy Dre. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
DRE. It's still part of my last name.
I think DJ T Dre would be better.
DJ T Dre.
Yeah.
I like that clip.
Yeah.
Man, you're signed up as my marketing guy.
You like my Tony joke too. You ripped it off and said it as if it was yours and got a rim shot out of it. You like a lot of my stuff.
DJ
T Dre.
Dre. I gotta get.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you know.
I'll introduce you.
You know how to say it. God.
What's the running back's name, Shirley?
Give me an introduction.
Hold on.
So it's not Raji, Raja, or Raja. It's Rajay.
All right, coming up to the ones and twos. It's not T Dre. It's not T Drew. It's DJ T Dre.
Yeah. Where my dog's at? There we go. Spinning the T's and the D's on the ones and the twos.
If DJ Diesel is not able to perform at Doggy Jams, I'm going to talk to Brett.
We got a
Sub
guy.
Dogs.
We got a guy.
Yeah.
We have DJ T Dre.
It's always good to have a backup plan.
DJ T Dre.
Yeah. It's the intro that makes it, Cliff. Seriously.
Yeah.
I got to get that on drops.
I'll hype you up, and then you hype the crowd up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
With your jams.
You got to come with a bigger hype than what you just came with.
Where are my dogs at?
I mean, come on, man. Are you serious?
Where have my dogs gone to?
Who let them out?
You got to come a little harder. Man.
All right, how would you do it, Tony? Come on, give me some pointers now.
Man. I'm not a DJ.
TC.
I'm not a DJ, but I know you got to come harder than you came
I'll
that
come
first
harder.
time.
I'll work on it. I need to practice. I'm not getting enough reps. I just need to get experience.
Go home, get in the mirror,
Much
get in
like
front of the mirror.
Garcia, it was my first time. I have a lot of potential, but I just need to mature into the position.
What tracks would you spin?
Oh, I'd probably go a lot of old school hip hop stuff from the 90s.
The Easy Rock, Rob Bass.
Oh,
you
yeah.
like that?
Love that stuff.
That era.
Yeah. I'd throw some remixes of 50 Cent in there.
I tell you what,
the club.
if you let me introduce you and Shirley actually play the songs, you could just stand up there and look pretty.
Well, that's what a lot of entertainers do, actually.
You could be the face of the operation.
Yeah, there's been people that have made fortunes doing that.
We'll do all the work.
That's brilliant.
It's called Pirate Radio.
That's what you guys do now. How would that be different now?
Just kidding. Shirley might agree, but all right. So there you go. So
that's like what Milli Vanilli was. I mean, they were just
literally they didn't do anything. Well, they danced.
Yeah.
Play a little Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Tony, did you like Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, Vanilla was cool.
Okay,
I remember the first time I heard this. I think it was like around 1990, 89, 90. And the first time I heard this on the radio, I was like, man, that is a bumping track. Like that's going to be a big time song. Like it just had the feel to it. And sure enough, I was like, man, it just exploded. But
you called it.
I don't always remember the first time I remember a song.
Yeah.
But I do remember sitting in the parking lot at Ringgold Towers, and it was on the radio. And I stayed in my car and finished listening to it. I was like, man, that song, that's badass right there.
And you know,
but I didn't know who it was.
This is a banger.
You didn't know the story. Yeah, you didn't even know it was a white guy then. You know? I mean, seriously, you just thought it was some rapper.
And then that was it for him.
It was
then he blew up. He blew up. I thought about Vanilla Ice earlier today because the Rajay Harris video reminded me.
Rajay?
Rajay.
Okay. Rajay.
Rajay.
Yeah.
Rajay Cutler.
Not Rajay.
Rajay.
Raja or Raja.
Rajay.
It's Rajay.
Rajay.
Okay.
That reminded me of the Vanilla Ice video where he's explaining how his song is different than Under Pressure by Queen.
It is.
Remember where he's like, theirs goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Mine goes dun 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 dun. Like he changed like
done in there.
He changed like just one little minuscule thing to try to act like he didn't completely rip it off.
True. He went like he said. It's not dun 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 dun. He goes dun. He's like mine goes dun 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 dun. And I'm like.
He had a little
and he
symbol.
Goes, it's not the same.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
So
he adjusted.
There you go. All right. where do we go from here?
What happened?
Boy, we went off the rail.
Yeah. How's Rajay doing?
He's doing fantastic. You want to hear about the recruiting of Rajay Harris?
I do.
How did he get to ECU?
How did he get here?
A lot of work by Mike Houston. Cut 6, Shirley. He talked about that earlier this week.
Burns High School, I've recruited ever since I was the coach at Lenore Ryan. So I know that program very, very well. And I've had a lot of really high-end players from that program at every stop I've been at. We started recruiting Raji when I was at James Madison. And, that continued on when we got here at ECU. And, I thought he was very talented when he was young. He was, one of the top recruits in our class last year. But really, his senior film, as we watched him develop his senior year, you were hoping you were going to hold on to him. He was committed to us, this time last year. A group of our coaches all went down to see him play Gaffney High School in a regular season game. And, I was not, permitted to go, but just that film from that performance was one of the most dominating performances by a high school running back that I've seen. And, that was probably the night that you knew, hey, this kid is different. He's not just a good player. He's got a chance. And then you get him here last spring and just you get to know him more in depth as a person. And you see his character on a daily basis, the way he carries himself, the way he interacts with his teammates, how coachable he is. And you see his competitive drive to be great. And I think that's a credit to his father and his family and the way he was raised and his high school coaches and the way he was coached. But I said it Saturday. I think he's special. I think he's a guy along with, the other guys we have in that room. Keaton Mitchell's the same, in the same class. I think that room is, in a really good place for the long term. with our older players and the 2 young backs.
All right, Mike Houston there on running back. Rajay Harris. Rajay Harris.
I was going to have to do a video on how to pronounce his last name.
I always do that.
It's not Davis, it's Harris.
There's a baseball player named Rajay Davis who I've known before I knew Rajay Harris, and I can't stop saying Davis.
Yeah, that's your Joe Biden moment of today.
Now, Houston calls him, Raji, like we all were.
He said Raji.
He's been saying that all along.
Right, but evidently it sounded like it was excitement time for Houston when he saw that video. Did you hear how fired up those guys got?
Excitement time!
Excitement time! For the first time, it was no joke.
And look, all these recruits come in as the best thing ever, Troy. And look, it's only been a few games, but it's nice to see him live up to the hype. Exactly.
Yeah, I think he's a tremendous potential coming in as a freshman. And you're running back, Tony. You're familiar with that. You're probably a guy that played a lot as a freshman, I would imagine.
A little bit, not a lot.
So,
who did you have here? Was it like Bonner? Like, didn't you have some?
No, we had Eddie Hicks, who's Hall of Famer, Sam Harrell, Theodore Sutton, which are
so you had some guys in front of you.
Yeah, we had some good.
And the other problem was, we all think of Tony Collins now, former Super Bowl NFL guy. You were just Tony Collins, the kid out of
Penn,
New York.
Yeah.
That had a lot to prove, had potential, but they didn't know who you were.
Well, coming from New York, you never think of a football player coming from New York down south. They didn't think I could play, so I had to really prove myself.
Wait, you're from New York. You play basketball, right? Not football.
Right.
Yeah.
But one thing I saw on Saturday, which I was impressed with, was the offensive line. Now, I don't know if Navy's offensive line is terrible, but we controlled the line of scrimmage. Pass protection wasn't that great, but running the ball, we did pretty well.
Yeah.
They were able to push. That's back-to-back weeks. The offensive line has played very well against South Florida and now against Navy, and you hope that can continue against Tulsa, who actually has been very good on defense. They should have beat Oklahoma State. They held Mike Gundy's guys down and also knocked off UCF, so they're a tough opponent.
I feel good about this off weekend. I think we got a great chance to take care of business Saturday.
I think I know where you're headed here. I don't know if Shirley wants to know where you're headed.
We can't lose.
No, you always get a good chance when you're off on a weekend.
It is an off week, Shirley, and Troy's here. And
Coach Ruff said it.
We should beat off.
We should beat off.
One of the greatest press box quotes of all time.
You asked me my plans earlier for the weekend.
We should beat off.
And I said, watch football. What are you talking about?
Love Coach Ruff.
Like that. Don't like that.
Oh, Kirk. I don't like that.
I was at the press conference when Ruff said that, talking about the off weekend. And that was one of those moments that I looked over at Bailey. He looked back at me, and it was like the 12-year-old.
What he was saying, we should be off, right?
Correct, like the open date.
We should be off.
We were
off.
Well, he was making a joke
about we're off that weekend. We should
be off.
We should win this weekend.
Yeah.
We should beat the open date.
Oh, that's what she said?
With a T, yeah, beat.
Oh,
beat.
He said we should beat off?
Yes.
We should beat off.
Yes.
Yes.
Because on the schedule,
making a joke.
we were off.
We're going to beat off.
We were off
like our next opponent's tough, but we should beat off.
Right, correct.
Yeah. Google him up.
Google it up,
Come on, Tony. Damn. It's a 10-year-old joke, and we still have to explain it.
Now, of course, everybody in the room looked around and had an immature chuckle.
Yeah.
Did Ruff catch it?
He did. If you go back to the original, like the full cut, he's like, "Oh, that probably didn't sound too good." Right, which is probably just as funny as the original. Yeah. We should beat.
Yeah,
we should beat off.
So classic.
So he called himself right afterwards. But, Ruff had a good sense of humor about it.
Classic. Josh on Facebook Live says we got a total goat rodeo going on in here, Shirley, right now.
Now, what was the context of the goat rodeo when he said that? That was with Bailey, right?
Yeah, that was Monday on the show. I can't remember exactly what he was talking about.
Now, here's a thing maybe for next week. We bring that quote in full context because we've taken it obviously out of context. What was he referring to?
What was the goat rodeo?
What was the goat rodeo? And honestly, I've heard that before, but what exactly is a goat rodeo?
I've never heard that before.
I think Mike Mullis said a bunch of goats running around.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hot mess. Yeah, I guess I would refer to it as.
I think he's talking about something COVID related, I would imagine.
Yeah,
with that, but
maybe so.
Hopefully not the roster.
Probably the way they do testing.
I think he likes his team this year.
Yeah.
Cool, neat story.
Thank you, Jeff.
Getting all the best in.
All right, let's take a time out and make somebody a winner right now, Shirley Rhodes. What is our big prize we are handing out today? We will find out after this
booty,
song.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
The lucky winner is going to get a $40 gift card courtesy of Familia.
317-1250, caller 12, a winner of an awesome prize today out of the booty bag.
And Clip, when we come back, I have some breaking news to share.
All right,
concerning ECU football.
We got breaking ECU football news. I have news on what Joe Dooley was referring to when he said "Go Rodeo."
Ooh, this is going to be a
thanks to a text
segment coming up.
Stephen Igoe.
Yeah,
and we'll announce our winner. That and more Tony Collins when we return after this.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is former ECU tight end Bryce Williams from my friends at the Auto Store Group. If you're in the market for a quality used vehicle, then the Auto Store Group is for you. The Auto Store Group has 3 locations and over 150 quality used vehicles to choose from for all budgets. Shop their entire inventory today at theautostoregroup.com. The Auto Store Group, your hometown store and Pirate owned and operated for over 38 years. Go Pirates!
At Tiebreakers, we admit we have a bit of a problem. People love our wings so much that they're starting to sell their home TVs just so they can watch all the sporting events here at Tiebreakers. Seriously, we're glad you love our hand-breaded, hand-cut boneless wings that much, but we really need you to go home at the end of the night. It's okay, we'll be here tomorrow, and when you come back, bring a friend with you. For great food, great friends, and cold beer, we'll see you at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers, break the chain, eat local.
Let us help you get back to business. This is Donald Stocks and Justin Judge of PIP of Eastern North Carolina. We're ready to assist your business with branded PPE. Would you like face masks with your logo? We can do that. Plus custom social distancing signage. Now is the time to ramp up your marketing efforts. Whether it's cutting edge, contactless, touchless marketing, or traditional direct mail, we can do it all. We are PIP of Eastern North Carolina.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's Hot Dogs 2 locations are open for business in Greenville and Chocowinity. Both locations have drive-through windows, so stop by today for hot dogs, pizzas, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity, featuring homemade cheese, ham, and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers Motorsports, and in Chocowinity, next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles, and welcome inside the booth. College athletics financial mess. I'll have some thoughts right after this.
This football season, prepare your taste buds for the most iconic sports watching drink of all time, Pepsi. Designed to power even the most passionate of armchair quarterbacks, Pepsi has everything you need to start strong, keep you in the zone, and recover from those triumphant wins.
Before I was just your average football fan, but thanks to Pepsi, I'm a football watching MVP. Nothing can stop me from cheering my team on to victory or overreacting when the ref makes a bad call. What do you mean he wasn't in? That looks like 2 feet to me.
With refreshing deliciousness specially formulated to keep your eye on the ball and mouth-watering fizziness to help you power through game day, Pepsi is the premier football watching beverage.
I used to care when Mike cheered so hard he spilled nacho cheese on my carpet or wiped buffalo sauce on my new couch. But thanks to Pepsi, I'm so in the zone, even Mike can't ruin my football party. See? Don't even care.
So this football season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink made for football watching. Pepsi, that's what I like.
Fellow AAC members, Memphis and USF recently eliminated positions in athletics. 30 cuts at USF, 19 at Memphis. I know some of those folks who lost their jobs, and I feel sorry for them. COVID-19 has been the breaking point, but the college athletics business model has been broken for decades. I remember years ago driving through Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the front page headline read, University of Michigan Athletics had a $4 million deficit this year. Yes, the same Michigan that draws 100,000 plus to football games and goes to Final Fours. And they are just one example of the total mismanagement in just about every program in the country. When you try to explain to people outside the business and tell them that coaches and some administrators have salaries in the millions, and these folks continue to get raises and contract extensions while the enterprise as a whole is losing millions of dollars, they look at you like you're crazy. Yes, it is crazy, all right. Come on back again next time, and we'll visit inside the booth.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, guys. You cannot impress the ladies with that sloppy, unkept look, and that goes for you married guys, too. Time to get to the Man Cave in Greenville, the premier destination for professional manicures, pedicures, and hair services for men only. Enjoy a cold beverage, get a snack, and let the professionals make you look your best. Visit mancaveandnails.com and book your appointment today. The Man Cave now open on the corner of Fire Tower and Evans. And congratulations to Josh Lilly of Greenville. Picked up a $40 gift card courtesy of Familia. Get your sports weekend started at Familia. Every Thursday, Familia has $2 drafts all day. Stop by with your friends and family for some New York-style pizza and have an ice-cold $2 draft. Familia, located on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. This Halloween, don't be out there smashing pumpkins. Pumpkins.
Hold on.
Thank you.
There you go.
Reference to the band of this song, Tony Collins, if you didn't know. Instead, go to Halloween Express. Halloween is not canceled. Halloween Express is Greenville's Halloween Superstore for 22 years. The largest selection of masks in Greenville, plus every other costume you can think of. Visit their location this year. It's a new location in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville. Halloween Express, open every day. Now until Halloween. Halloween Express, what are you going to be? I believe I saw a video with Troy D at Halloween Express.
Yeah, store's pretty awesome. Right around the corner from Target. And I was there with Lisa, who's now, I think she said 22 years.
Yeah.
As the local owner and operator. And if you're looking for anything Halloween related, boy, they have it.
All right.
Store. And now who was the winner gets to go for $25?
Josh? No, we did
that was
Familia
yesterday.
today.
Oh, Familia. My bad. I was listening yesterday with Bryce.
Pick up your food, Josh, and then head over to Halloween
Yeah,
Express.
there you go. Exactly.
I've got a quick note, Troy, and we'll get to your breaking news.
All right.
Joe Dooley had the cut, Shirley. We've been playing quite a bit this week.
It could be a total goat rodeo.
And I couldn't remember what he was referring to there. Stephen Igoe apparently dissected that interview and texts me and says, goat rodeo, he was referring to the one-time transfer rule. So I believe there's a new rule where you can transfer one time, I guess like penalty-free. You can play right away, if I'm not mistaken. It's a new rule that is going to be implemented, I believe. So
they're going to change it to adjust for...
It could be a total goat rodeo.
Yeah, it could be a total goat rodeo.
So there you go. I'll get more details on that transfer rule. But anyway.
With the transfers. That's the goat rodeo part.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
And everybody transferring and leaving. And
so a lot of movement.
Correct.
And maybe there's movement in goat rodeos.
Wackiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
I'm going to Google goat rodeo and see what I can find video-wise.
That could
be a total goat rodeo.
Yeah.
All right, Troy, what is your breaking news?
Shirley, give me a little breaking news thing here. Go ahead and make it official. Would you like to introduce me as a D? Well, no, I need to be Troy D for this.
Now at the news desk, Troy Dreyfus.
We can confirm this is just... Well, let me just say, I've officially confirmed this right now, and I'm going public with it right now. Here on PRL, right
Here
now.
with the breaking news, Troy Dreyfus.
I don't know. ECU quarterback Holton Ahlers, who has been out for an alleged positive test, which evidently was a false positive from what we understand. Here's the news. He is now officially tested negative and is in his last day of quarantine. He is due back to report to team activities tomorrow on Friday. If you're listening to if you're listening to our replay. So the good news, Holton Ahlers is back and will be back with the team officially Friday. So that is very positive. Holton never had any symptoms. No one around him had tested positive. No one else on the team, from our understanding, tested positive. So we do feel, especially talking to some of his family members and his brother, that it was when he was retested, it was a false positive, which these things happen. We talked about that at great length after the game and earlier this week. But now he'll be back with the team officially, which was good. So I guess it was an open date. It was unfortunate for him and the other players involved that they missed the Navy game, but we got to move on and roll with the punches, so, as they say.
Yeah, the positive test he got was, issued by East Carolina, and then his brother came out and said that he got his own independent test away from the school, and that was a negative. So the negative today, Troy, is the school issued, the ECU issued test.
Correct.
Meaning if it's negative, and he can come back to practice and
he's
on
met,
Friday.
He's met his time as far as whatever the quarantine.
Right.
If they count it as whatever they needed to do protocol.
10 days.
He
or
met,
whatever.
and you still have to test negative, I guess, out of it. So, and he has had no symptoms. So, look, I'm not his doctor, but it doesn't sound like he ever had it.
You're not his doctor.
I'm not his doctor. I can't report that.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dreyfus.
Although Dr. Dreyfus does have a good ring to it.
It does.
That could be my doctor name.
All right.
So you got my DJ name, my doctor name, and my radio name.
That is positive news heading into next week, Tony Collins.
And positive news in this year, we've learned is negative news, Clip.
That's a good point. I shouldn't probably say it that way.
Positive,
that is good
positive
news.
is negative.
Well, yeah, you don't.
Well, if you test positive for COVID, you're out.
That's bad.
Yeah. This is an upside down world we're living in.
I know, man.
Positive is negative, negative is positive.
Disappointment time.
Game we should have won.
Yeah, and that is a shame, but it is nice to have him back for Tulsa again. Coming up next Friday night, Tony.
Late night.
Will Tony Collins be watching this?
Yes, I will.
The whole game.
The whole game.
9 o'clock kickoff.
Oh, yeah.
You're up till 12:30, 1 o'clock. Okay.
I'd stay up late.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the over-under Coach Smith with the post-game show?
You're not going to watch the game, Troy?
Of course I'm going to. We're just
Okay.
talking about the post-game could start at 12:30, Halloween day.
That I won't be watching.
Could easily...
Thanks.
I can't wait for this post-game. I think it's going to be wild.
You're going to be asleep.
This is going to be an interesting one here.
At least have it on while you sleep, Tony.
We got to try and convince Coach to at least come for an hour.
Well, he said...
He's going to watch the game.
He said to me, if you want me here, I'll be here.
I want him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him we want him here.
All right. He'll be on the show 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll talk.
I have tremendous respect for Coach Smith. I already do, but even more, his street cred will go up even higher in my book if he shows up for that post game.
9:30 is about my bedtime.
Wow.
That's what he said. So, yeah, he
We're going to
said
have
he'd
to
be
pump
here.
him with some 5-hour energy drinks.
Yeah.
Like all day.
Yeah.
Coach, take one of these an hour. We'll have you, by the time you get here, you'll be running on 20 hours of energy.
He'll be jacked up, ready to go. And, potentially could be a really fun show if the Pirates pull off a win that late. The fans would have had plenty of time to have fun that evening, and could be an all-timer, Troy.
It could be fun.
I'm
looking forward to it.
I'm hoping so.
We got a chance to win, you think? Anything's possible.
They're going to be they'll probably be 2 touchdown dogs, I would say.
Here's the way I look at it, Clip. If we had to do this every week, it would get old, but this is like a rarity. It's only once in a while that one's this late. And it's the fact that it coincides with Halloween.
Again, you keep saying we.
Hold on there, cowboy.
What's the we part of it?
Well, it's a team effort. I might, if you'd like me to be here, I'll be here.
I think you should be here, Troy.
I might be here.
I really think you should.
You know what? If you guys would like me to be here, I'll absolutely be here.
Shirley?
No.
Thank you for saying that, not me.
No.
Because Troy will be trying to extend the show to like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's
I would
right.
absolutely. If as
We
a
still
show
got
of
good numbers,
solidarity-
guys. We got to stay here.
Yeah, Shirley wants to end wrapping up.
You got tomorrow off. You'll be fine. Just stay here.
You have the rest of Saturday and all of Sunday.
Yeah. We don't do this every week, guys. we don't do this.
We don't lay bricks for a living, guys.
Yeah. You're not digging a ditch.
You know all my greatest hits. This is good. You guys have taken the coaching. I like this.
But yeah, we'll be. Hey, look, you have a key to the building.
No, I know. I may stop by just to show you guys that I'm awake and with you. I mean, I'd stay.
And then you can say we at that point.
Yes, but I do. Maybe I'll try and bring you a surprise.
Some donuts, man.
Oh,
or something.
Tony, it was going to be
Surprise.
excitement time if you didn't spill the beans.
Surprise.
Excitement time.
Because when
Bringing
I'm
a dozen
up,
donuts, that might lift everybody's spirits.
when I'm up at 2:30 a.m., I want a donut.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the hot donut sign is on and I'm coming in, I'm going to pick up a
I
dozen.
know you were coming from the club at 2
Krispy Kreme.
a.m. You got some donuts, man. Come on.
Aren't they open late, Krispy Kreme?
I don't
They're
know.
open
24/7.
I think they're open 24
That's
hours.
what I thought.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I got to come by it on the way in. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna swing by there, pick you up a dozen.
And
they
they,
take-
they taste the best at 2:00 in the morning.
If you don't want them, I
there's-
won't get them.
I'll never turn down a donut.
There's no rule that says you can't bring the donuts by. I'm just asking, just drop them off and go back home.
Well, I'll bring a Bob. I'm at least gonna do a segment with you to prove that I was here.
Because at 2
no one would
a.m.
believe me.
At 2 a.m., I'm not having any of it.
Troy needs documented, video and audio that he was present for that show.
But I plan to see you guys.
And I don't think I was doing pregame or postgame when the UTEP game kicked off
Miracle
so
the Mine
late.
Shaft, was that the one?
Yeah, that might have been, was it Stansberry or Haymeyer? I don't know who was hosting the postgame.
Yeah,
then.
we had Josh Spence at one time.
Or Shirley obviously was producing that show.
Or no, Josh Spence did our pregame at one
Josh
point.
did pregame, and then
Did
we
he do
had
some postgame too for a little while?
once in a while, but he didn't do postgame for that one.
Okay.
I think it was Stansberry that did that one.
Stansberry, Haymeyer.
It was one of the two guys.
Yeah.
But no, Josh only did pregame back then.
Yeah.
And was that a 9 o'clock kickoff? Do you remember?
I think it was late.
I remember watching
8:30.
that game at AJ's that year.
I was at Bully's, I remember.
And I remember the place just kind of exploding when they won. Yeah. It was pretty fun atmosphere.
Okay, John Moody wants me to bring this up. So we were talking about Tony Collins in the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah. This was a good find by Moody.
Now, John Moody, I couldn't find your stats from the game. You had, decent numbers. They should have given you the ball more. 3 carries, 25 yards. Yeah, that's an 8.3 average, Tony. You were toting the rock. But he says it took some digging, but I found Tony's Pro Bowl stats. He says it was the 83 season, but played in 84.
Right.
And the AFC lost 45-3.
I could have sworn our game was a lot closer.
There was a 20-19 one that you said.
I thought our game was a close game.
That was a long time ago, but that's what he's saying, and those were your numbers in that game.
Oh, maybe he was right.
3 for 25. Dan Fouts, 1 carry, 0 yards. He didn't. He was throwing the ball more than running. All right, John. Well, I brought it up, so there you go.
No, we appreciate John finding that.
Tony, do you have an official statement on that?
It was like handwritten notes he found it on or something. It was
He found some dude's scorebook, apparently.
Yeah.
It was crazy looking. It was, somebody took the stats. So there you go. Earl Campbell on that. Who's that? Kurt Warner?
Joe
the
Cribbs
running back?
too, right?
Cribbs.
Joe Cribbs was there.
Yep.
Me, Joe Cribbs, Kurt Warner, and Earl Campbell was the backs for the AFC.
The other quarterback, Kenny, 7 of 32. That's not good.
Kenny?
Who's that? Looks like Kenney. Never heard of that guy before.
Yeah.
Dan Fouts, I guess, was the starter in that game. Chris Collinsworth, the wide receiver. So some great names there with Tony Collins in that Pro Bowl. Tony, what's going on with your Pats right now?
We're going to hit a little bump in the road, but we'll be okay, man. We had like 2 weeks we had off and we couldn't practice, so that does take a toll on you. So I think we'll be okay coming against the 49ers this week at home.
Still like Cam?
Yeah, Cam can't throw the ball downfield. I think that's one thing that we got to get that fixed. But as far as his mental attitude and how hard he works, they'll find some place for him.
Brady, big bounce back against Rodgers on Sunday.
I couldn't believe that, man. He played well. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers played well. I thought that game.
The Packers were up 10-0, and then they got a pick six, another interception, and then the kind of what the Patriots do. It's a team effort. Well, the Bucs have a run game all of a sudden. Ronald Jones back-to-back 100-yard games. Brady's got all those weapons, so they're a factor in the South with the Saints
4-2 right now,
and playing well. Troy D's Bears right up there at the top of the division with the Packers. Troy, would you like to be a part of this segment?
Yeah, I was putting some stuff out on our social media about the breaking news. So I was just multitasking.
I got you.
But yeah, I'm all fired up.
The Bears coming up on Monday Night Football right here on Pirate Radio. They'll be taking on the Rams.
The real key will be how they handle the Packers, because that has just been a perennial thorn in the side of the Bears for a long time.
Well, they got to handle the Rams first.
I know, but this isn't a divisional game. If they're going to lose one of those, this will be the one to lose. I'm just saying how they go up against the Packers could decide who wins the division.
This is not Coach Dreyfus. He's not 1 week at a time. You're already looking ahead.
He's stepping ahead. He's looking ahead. Can't look ahead, Troy.
And, man, you're going to have to wait a while. They do not play the Packers for the first time until the 29th of November. That says NBC. That's either like Thanksgiving night or either a Sunday night game. And then they'll play them the last week of the season. So
if the Bears stay hot, they could get flexed into some of these games too.
True.
So
they got a tough schedule. They got the Saints after the Rams. They got at the Titans.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, Titans are looking good. So
we'll see what they're made of when they play some of those tough teams.
Oh, I agree. They still have a lot to prove.
Yeah,
I mean, they looking good right now, but you could see it all falling apart too.
Couple of games tonight. Mentioned Giants and Eagles, 1-5 versus 1-4-1. And then in the college slate, you got Arkansas State at App State. App State has been off for a long time. They are 2-1, taking on Arkansas State tonight.
Which would you rather watch, App State or the NFL game? Which is a better watch?
The college game will be more exciting, but I'll probably watch NFL.
Yeah.
I probably will. I mean, I'll be flipping to that and other stuff. But Big Ten's coming back this week. Tony, you've been watching college football outside of ECU?
Absolutely.
SEC
has probably got the best team so far. So we'll see what the Big Ten looks like.
Bama put it on Georgia on Saturday in a big way. And Clemson rolled up 73 points against Georgia Tech. And Clemson, Bama, who you got right now to win it all?
You got to take Clemson right now. You know what I mean? I mean, still, Clemson hasn't played top-tier teams like Alabama's played Georgia. I think Georgia's probably one of the top 10 teams in the nation.
Yeah,
and they put a beating on them. So,
and everybody wants Trevor Lawrence, tank for Trevor. I see that after every Washington game, and it's like, well, you do know the Jets are in the NFL, right? Are they winless? Do they have a win on their schedule coming up?
I think they got a win.
No, I'm saying they don't right now. I'm saying for the whole year, are they going to be winless?
Could be, man.
They don't have a pulse. They don't have a quarterback. They got Joe Flacco in for Darnold right now. Their coach is Troy's favorite coach.
They haven't fired that guy yet?
No, he's still there. He still has a key to the building and everything. It's amazing.
Cage, you gotta get rid of that guy, man.
Adam Gase.
He's I don't even know his name. Unbelievable.
And they just too much glue or something. I don't know what happened to that guy.
They got shut out by the Dolphins last week. Like, they're not even competitive.
Got rid of one of the best running backs, and now he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a lot of weapons.
Le'Veon Bell to the Chiefs. Yeah.
Gase is a good point that just because you're a great coordinator doesn't always make you a great head coach.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't always translate. Sometimes coordinators can make the jump. Sometimes they can't. He might be better in middle management.
Well, it makes the case, too, that Peyton Manning was his own offensive coordinator, and Adam Gase wasn't really doing much there. And I'm thinking, Troy, maybe you should go ahead and get in Jamie Pickett's corner. So when he gets in his UFC fight, like, you could be his corner man.
That'd be fun.
And you just kind of attach yourself to him, and everybody will think you're a great trainer.
Correct.
Just because you're there with Pickett.
That's sometimes how it works.
You'll get a huge deal, and nobody will know that you don't know what you're doing.
Correct.
But
perfect.
You just latch on to somebody, and move up.
Should
move
call
up
Jamie
the ranks.
See if he's got a fight coming up. When did he tell me?
Did you say December?
Right before the holidays.
So we'll get him on for sure. UFC. That'll be exciting to see him like under the big lights.
He's got an incredible backstory too. We need to get him on. Maybe even do a podcast with him. His story of how he got brought up and the challenges that he's faced and how to overcome is really incredible. He's got a tremendous testimony to share.
Do you watch that stuff, Tony? UFC, MMA stuff?
No, I don't.
Jamie's a local guy.
Yeah. I'm not glued to it, but I watch it for him.
Yeah.
Now I have a vested interest. Jamie's a great guy. A lot of people know him locally. And he's signed a UFC deal, which is the equivalent of going to the NFL for a football player.
He actually won a fight.
I would watch it if he was
if he had a rooting interest.
Yeah, because he's a local guy, I would watch that.
Yeah, so I'll be pulling for him.
And we'll
and I would definitely watch it if Troy's out there.
I would have to fight someone though no greater than me. It would have to be at my level or less.
Yeah.
Then it would be okay. I can't.
Me and you. Let's me and you.
No, so you're too good. You're strong. You're in shape. You're a former
60 years, 62 years old.
Remember what happened last time you challenged me to something athletic?
That was a little different.
I was there.
What happened, Tony?
You beat me.
Yep. Say that again.
Yeah, you beat me. I'm going
to get that as a clip?
I gave you too big of a head start.
So in this case, if y'all fought, Troy would get 10 punches in before you could do anything.
Nah, it wouldn't work like
I get 10 licks in.
Are you serious?
Every round, and then we start.
10 shots to Tony's nose, and then we'll see if Tony can get up and beat his ass.
I was thinking some other spots.
Go wherever you want to with it.
Oh, man. Got to do what you got to do to survive in that ring.
Fighting dirty?
I thought that's
Don't they fight dirty in UFC?
Yeah, I didn't think there were any rules.
I think there are random cup checks going on in there. Yeah.
Ric Flair, how's your father, Tony? Hey-o!
You take a few of those, Tony might be out. You might beat him again.
Careful what you wish for.
I would.
All right, let's take our last time out. We'll come back.
I don't want to fight you, LaTroy.
I know. We're on the same team. I would team up with you to fight someone else, though.
Oh, tag team.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Ebony and Ivory.
Hey, speaking of Tony, let me remind you about another Tony that can help you. Tony Corey. He's with Trans World Business Advisors. If you have a business, you're looking to sell your business. A lot of people don't even know how to. What's the process of selling a business? Well, Tony can help you with that. That's what they specialize in. 347-9606 is his direct cell number. They've got hundreds of people lined up looking for businesses, perhaps one just like yours. If you're ready to exit and you want to take that next step, let Tony Corey from Trans World East and Trans World Business Advisors help you sell your business. They can also help you buy a business, so they can handle either end of the transaction if you want to sell yours or if you'd like to get and purchase one. Man, do they have opportunities all over the place. Give them a call, 347-9606. Online, it's transworldeast.com. With Tony Corey, he can help you get in business or get out of business. Either way, thanks to Tony Corey for his support of the program.
Redbeard says Tony would have to put one arm behind his back. So could you beat a one-armed Tony Collins?
Are you right? You're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
So your right arm behind his back.
Why what? Come on, man.
No, we're weighing this so it'd be fair. Tony is a former NFL star athlete.
In great shape.
What's that got to do with fighting, though?
It makes it even, is the point. Just like you gave me a little bit of a head start when we ran at 40.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you hit me in my face, that's different than
so
a
left hand.
A 5-yard head start.
Tony gets his left arm.
A 10-yard head start.
That might be fair.
All right, one arm Tony Collins versus Troy.
Yeah.
Who you got?
And then we'll have to do something, maybe one arm and one leg.
What? I can't even run.
You can hop. You can hop around.
Get out of here.
All right, we'll take a time out, come back, wrap it up after this.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Representative John Bell, the Majority Leader of the North Carolina House, and it has been an honor serving the people of Eastern North Carolina the last 8 years. I've had the privilege of working with your local representatives, Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey, as they delivered hundreds of millions of dollars in COVID relief funding to our small businesses, healthcare providers, and families right here in Pitt County. Unfortunately, their opponents are funded by radical liberal out-of-state donors that want to destroy our agriculture heritage, defund the police, and silence your voice by buying this election. This is not North Carolina. We cannot and will not let this happen. Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey are focused on solutions, not revolutions. They will make sure your voice is heard and represent our Eastern North Carolina values. So Pirate Nation, the choice is clear. On November 3rd, please support and vote for Dr. Perrin Jones and Chris Humphrey for the North Carolina House. Strong voices for Eastern North Carolina. Paid for by the John Bell Committee.
This is Brandon Tate with Firstborn Food Distribution, and coming up on Saturday, November 21st, we're going to feed 5,000 people. We need two things. One, we need you to help volunteer and help deliver this food. Two, we need your money. It costs over $16,000 to do this, and we need you to step up to the plate with your wallets and your time. To donate or volunteer, please visit pr927fm.com and click on our ad. Firstborn Food Distribution. Come feed your neighbors.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Introducing new Domino's Carside Delivery. Now when you carry out, you don't even need to leave your car, so you don't have to interrupt your favorite song.
It's time to drive down to the rock show.
or interrupt your kid's favorite song.
We'll be friends just for one. You can interrupt this, actually.
Try Domino's Carside Delivery when you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, and we'll carry out your order to your car contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
The Frowls family lives on a lush piece of land called Greener Pasture, and they work on it behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. With its durable construction and features that hook up to dozens of attachments with ease, no job is too tough. The Frowls family runs with us, because this is more than just land, it's home. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Get quality at every turn with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer, with 27 locations in North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. Find out more at QualityEquip.com.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and the best burgers around. Check out the spicy mahi risotto or the bourbon pecan salmon. Wednesday night is date night. 2 salads, an appetizer, a bottle of wine, 2 entrees, and a dessert for just $55. Thursday is ladies' night with $5 martinis and special apps. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Pirate Radio.
We have a standard for the way you're going to play, and we're going to start making sure that we point out those that are meeting the standard, and everybody else has to rise to that. You have to. There is no choice. You have to rise to the standard, because the standard is what wins.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're in the market for a quality used vehicle, then the Auto Store Group is for you. The Auto Store Group has 3 locations and over 150 quality used vehicles to choose from for all budgets. Shop their entire inventory today at theautostoregroup.com. The Auto Store Group, your hometown store, and pirate owned and operated for over 38 years. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Bryant.
All right, about out of time here on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Troy, enjoyed it?
Yeah, a lot of fun. If you're tuning in late, once again, the big news. Holt Nailers is in his last day of quarantine. We'll be back with the ECU football team. We're reporting tomorrow, which will be officially Friday for those of you if you're listening to one of our encore editions. But Friday he'll be back with ECU football as your starting quarterback.
Tony, good to see you again.
Good to be here. Guaranteed. Patriots win. Bears lose.
Huh? Wow, a double guarantee.
Double guarantee.
We haven't had a Tony Collins guarantee.
Patriots win, Bears lose.
I almost forgot about the Tony Collins guarantee. What happens if this goes busted?
I'll do a dance for you guys in the studio. With my clothes on.
Just in your underwear?
No, I'm with my clothes on. I got a special dance for you guys.
All right, a Tony Collins dance. All right, next week. So if either one of those teams lose or win,
it's a parlay. He's got to hit both.
Got to hit both of them. Right? Okay.
Yeah. Double guarantee. That's what a double guarantee is.
Yeah. All right.
Bears got the Rams. Pat's got the Niners.
Yeah.
All right.
Got your chicken dance ready, Tony. I'll see you work it.
That could be happening next week, folks. Stay tuned.
See you Thursday.
All right. Enjoyed it, fellas. We'll be back with you Friday, 3 o'clock. We will get you ready for the NFL weekend with Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. Rick Smith will join us. And Saved by the Bell trivia. Me versus Shirley versus Jenny versus listener Sharonda Buck. That'll be happening on this show as well, coming up on Friday. We will see you then. For the folks here, I'm Clip Brock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of